What's good? I'm Skip.
And I'm DJ.
And this is the Cypher.
Hip hop, man. I said hip hop. That community is just crazy. That the things that we were able to see and experience because of this thing called rap and hip hop.
I mean, you take those lyrics and you pull them away from the music and you put them up on the wall, so someone had to look at them. They would say, "This is genius."
La-da-dee, la-da-da. La-da-dee-dee-da-da. Hold on. What's good, y'all? I'm Skip, one half of the super group. We are Deciphered, and welcome back. Welcome back to the studio. Good times ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me make sure everything is set up before we get started. I don't want no shit. Okay, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Put ones in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me take and get these. Okay. Yeah, put the ones in the chat if y'all can hear me, please. Okay. First things first, I want to, of course, welcome y'all to another Decipher live stream. I am your co-host, Skip, for the evening. As I always say, shout out my brother DJ, shout out to all of the mods, shout out to the members, shout out to the people viewing on YouTube, shout out to the people, who coming through because they see somebody live and they want some information on what's going on. And shout out to the people who frequently watch but don't frequently comment. Either way, be sure to hit that like button for me as you coming in. That'll be greatly appreciated. Hit that like button. It's been a while. It feels like it's been like 2 weeks since we've been here. But we're back. It's a slight little setback, but we good. We rocking and rolling. Okay. Shout out to D2B2. First super chat of the evening, late afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, or morning. I would say just off the strength with the 5. Shout out to Skip, DJ, fellow mods, Dakotas, and the chat. Much appreciated. Shout out to my dog Xavier. Yo, what up, Dakota? Skip. Question: are any reactions coming for the songs dropped by Cardi, Ray, Rap, and Wale? Yes. The goal was to do them today, but as you can see, had to get back acclimated, and not only this portion of life, but other portions of life as well. So just had to get reacclimated. My son starts school Tuesday, got accepted into the school last Thursday. So it's been a whirlwind just trying to prep for a lot of different things. So the goal is to do them as soon as possible. because I understand how fast the algorithm replenishes. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is to try to get those done as soon as possible. Like I said, my son starts school Tuesday, which is the day after tomorrow. So if I can get home at a decent time tomorrow, I'll do those. And then start to work. Cause I made a new list of stuff to work through. So I do have a hearty list of pieces of content to put together for y'all, you know, since I'm back in studio and all of that good stuff. And just to get the YouTube back moving, because I haven't been uploading as much as I would like to. So like I said, I made a list of things to do. So yeah, we'll be getting into that stuff in the coming months, the coming weeks, while we continue our prep for season 1 of Decrypted. But yeah, to answer your question, yes. I know the Cardi will make YouTube. I'll see what the Ray Vaughn does. The Rhapsody will probably be members only. And the Wale may make the full-blown YouTube. But at least the Cardi is gonna make the YouTube. But let's do some shout outs as we get started. Shout out to JS346. He said, G Malone, big bros, kudos to him. Yeah, shout out Hard Part 4. Let's see. Shout out to Xavier again, down in Dixie. Shout out to Sarah, Dre, Tiffany, Leah, Groovia Tony, Simply J, Positive Vibes, Twilight Starlight. Can't ban the Snowman. That take me back to like what, 04? Yeah, like 8th grade, 04. Can't ban the Snowman mixtape. Shout out to Jeezy, man. Like I say, like folks from the South, like we had our own big 3. Well, really like big 4 kind of street rappers. It was T.I., Jeezy, Boosie, and Gucci. I was fucking with T.I. at first, but Jeezy won out for me. But a lot of people from down here like really love and live and die by Gucci Mane and Boosie. Neither one of them were the same after prison for me. Let's see. Shout out to if I didn't say it, Positive Vibes, Simply J. Shout out to Screaming Sup with the $20 towards the goal. Much appreciated. Let me turn that up, at least for my liking. Shout out to Tiffany Frazier, Spiritual John. I Got Fame. What's good, bro? Shout out to Diane Townsend, Sir Derek, power to the people. We back to do maintenance. Shout out to my dog 72 Pals. Let's see. TWDC Bree. Shout out to Screaming Sut again. Let's see. Cause D2B2 said so with the $10. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Shout out to Sleek Real, Tiffany Frazier. Shout out to D2B. God damn, with the motherfucking. What is it? The breaks with the big dog 50 ball. This is a husky. This is a husky. We on the way to get into direwolf status. This is most definitely a husky with the $50 because Scream itself said so. Salute to y'all, man. Shout out to Tamila. It just started. Hit the like button, man. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. It costs you nothing. That's the freest thing you'll probably do all day other than clicking links on YouTube. Hit that like button for me. It may not mean much to y'all when y'all doing it, but it means everything to the platform as far as pushing the live streams out or just the content in general. It shows YouTube that it has value. So it's not just about the people. It's about how the people are engaging. Hit that like button. Please, please, please hit that like button. Let's see. Shout out to Mr. Doom. What's good? Yeah, for sure. HipHop lives. Yes, you already know. Shout out to Sharonda with the $20 big dog. Greetings from Ohio. I'm on a 25-day countdown to Jamaica and need good energy because the conspiracies and drama is getting out of hand. At least I know I'll get intelligent and thought-provoking content here. Shout out to Sharonda, man. Enjoy the trip, enjoy the trip. Enjoy the motherfucking trip. Hey, I'm telling you, when my time comes, toes out, all in the sand, wilding. But yeah, most definitely enjoy that trip. And you going at the tail end of August. Ooh, shit, it's gonna be hot. It is gonna be hot. Sunscreen and good ganja. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'm going to do my best. Let's see. Shout out to Big Sis. Big Sis God just won. Miss Hummus. What's good, Miss Hummus? Shout out to Miss Hummus. Let me see. Tiffany, if I didn't say you, shout out to beautiful Leo. The Mrs. K. Shout out to Big Hick. Shout out to Sir Derek with the 10 jewels. I said 10 ghouls. I don't know. I'm tripping. Much appreciated. As Charles Brown say, run the jewels, gang. Yeah, definitely hit that like button for me. Shout out to Tiffany. This has been selected as our like emoji of choice. So definitely show some love with those in the chat. Shout out to Latrice Gaskins with the $5 skip. Did you see what Kendrick did for the little boy with no arms? Chilling with Mona helped make it happen. What? Mona helped make it? That's what. Hey, shut up. I need to talk. I need to get Mona on the phone. What the fuck going on? But yeah, I did see that. I didn't get to watch the whole clip because I was like running this weekend, but I did see that. I saw that he was able to talk to him on the phone. And I saw what happened to him. So, positive energy to that young man. But I did see that his spirit is not broken by that experience. So shout out to him. And blessings on successful surgery that he's going to have before he can get his prosthetics as well. So yes, I did. I definitely saw that. Shout out to Simply J20 with the $5. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for supporting the platform. Shout out to Simply J. Kendrick is a great person. Yeah, man. My wife and I would talk. She was saying, Kendrick's a dad. Like when men be fathers, especially like present fathers, that was the main thing. The tone in which we use when we're talking to young boys, we use 2 words, or we use like 2 or 3 words to speak to young boys. What's up, man? What's up, big guy? What's up, buddy? Like it just comes from like having kids. Like you can just turn it on anytime you're talking to a kid, man. But yeah, man, that was dope. That was dope. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if that had got submitted, whether or not they were supposed to link up. But like I said, I didn't see the whole thing, but that was dope. So shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Moni if she helped set that up as well. And shout out to the boy and his family. Shout out to Nikki Rundleman. Is this not a chill? What's happening? Shout out to Sarah. She said, should we call the ship Momo Keem or Baby Boy? I like Baby Boy. But Baby Boy sounds more like a child. So it may be Momo Keem or Mo Keem. Maybe Mo Keem. Yeah, Mo Keem. I like that. I like Mo Keem. But I did see that Momo was giggling at the interview. But it's cute. It's cute. I'm not sure if they're like running a bit, just building off the intrigue that the song created, that continues to get a song legs. So if it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. But either way, shout out to both of them. And hopefully it brings new eyes to Infinity's song and Momo's solo work. What's up, baby? Huh? Who going to the movies? Yeah. Me and Roro went to the movies yesterday. I told you I was gonna take you to see the new Paw Patrol movie when it come out. You want Daddy to take you to the movies?
Paw Patrol.
Yeah, Paw Patrol.
New Paw Patrol.
You didn't know?
Paw Patrol.
I'll show you tomorrow.
What? Okay.
Those are lights, baby. Do you want to tell the people good night?
Yo, go chanting.
What?
Chanting.
What's that?
Halloween.
Halloween. Oh, enchanting.
It's Halloween. Halloween.
Okay, tell them good night.
Halloween.
Okay, get up. Okay. She decided to completely steal the show. So shout out to baby girl. Let's see. Shout out to D2B2 member for 17 months. Shout out to D2B2, man. Shout out to our good cousin Mona. She makes shit happen, even when folks try to downplay the contributions of women in hip hop. Facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Moni's on a run right now. Like ever since she decided to stick around and that she had plans, I think this was probably maybe May or late April, some shit like that. Like Moni been getting to it, man. Moni has been getting to it. The connection she's made with multiple artists from Imani to Vince. She recently interviewed Dime a Dozen. Yeah, man. Shout out to Moni. Like her act, like she's in a moment where like she's having real impact. So most definitely shout out to Moni. People can create content all day long, but it's like different. Like everybody has those moments where like they just have a string of shit that's just impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a great thing. So yeah, most definitely shout out to Moni. I'm not sure who's to say. But in situations like that, every little bit helps because it like makes it more of a thing, it makes it more prevalent the more people are invested. So I'm not sure though. But shout out to Moni either way. Let's see. Shout out to Down in Dixie with the 5. Much appreciated, my good brother. I'm on day 8 of my liquid fast, and these cravings are whipping my ass. Y'all pray for my strength in the Lord. Amen. Amen. But amen. I backslid so bad yesterday, you'd be disappointed, man. I had been doing good because, like I said, I started working out at the beginning of June. And I've been doing as well as I can with my infinitely shifting schedule. And I've been doing my best to eat right. I tripped yesterday. Man. So I'm gonna give you some spirit energy. You feel me? Like, so you can hold on longer than I did. Cause yeah, I folded like a lawn chair yesterday. What's good, Aretha? Let me see. It's all good, habitual line stepper. Much appreciated though, for pulling up. Hope everything is, as good as it can be, and shout out to you. But yeah, you're always welcome. So shout out to habitual line stepper, y'all. Let's see. Yo. Yep. She came in talking. She gonna do her thing, I guess. Oh, that ass finna go to sleep. She's going to bed. She's going to bed. I promise you that. She has earned it today. Shout out to Miss Hummus. Love your family with the $2. Thank you. Thank you, man. Like, we try to, as much as we can, like, still, like, hold on to that as much as possible. But yeah, baby girl, she don't care nothing about no rules. She gonna come in here and make her appearance every single time I'm on stream. Yeah, she did way more than yo 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 today. I don't even know if she did the yo yo yo. She came in here asking all type of questions, and it's almost like she felt the energy that she got from embarrassing me last time, trying to put me on Front Street. And just like, bro, why you ain't have to do that? You did not have to do that. It was so unnecessary. Now everybody think I stink. Like, I'm sitting here kicking the game, musty wife beater wearing ass back in for 15 minutes, and you talking about he smell like me. Shout out to Megatron, man. Yeah, Birmingham is the worst city to live in and try to eat right. Yeah, cause like the options are so few. Like I was talking to this guy that come outside our job and like sell like cold pressed juices and stuff. And we probably chat for like 10 minutes. And he was just like, people say they want it, but they don't. And all of the food trucks that pull up is like all quote unquote big back shit. So like you can get some ribs right here, you can get some catfish right here. One of the food trucks sell like lemon, like Cajun ranch corn on the cob, just all type of wild shit, bro. Like the only real vegan spot we got per buddy was Slutty Vegan. So he like tries to do vegan options, but I had got a green juice from him with cucumber and lemon. That shit was busting. Just for 2 days later to completely violate and have wings and Cajun ranch fries. But I'm only human. I've been trying, man. I've been trying. But down in Dixie, the name of that place, that had the black grill on the back, I ended up taking a picture of the did I take a picture? Yeah, it was called Fire in Smoke Barbecue House. And I think they are from Georgia. They just come over here every day. They got to be making a killing to do that. Shout out to Screaming Set with a 10. Can anyone in the chat give recommendations for the best barbecue in Kansas City? I'm going to be there for 2 days in a couple of weeks. Hey, help the man. We need it. The good people need it. Not your average leaf. Well, I'll try because I ain't necessarily vegan. I'm not vegan at all, but every now and then you want to get some, you want to do a little something. It's a liquid fast and a herbal detox. Now I do need to do a detox. Oh shit, my fault. I kicked the camera. She got question powers. Is she missing a face like the question? I'm not sure what you talking about, Bakugan. Shout out to Dre with a 5. We post a pop out at Riding Dirty 30th show, Magic City, for a shout out. Hold on, they coming down. They coming here, or where they gonna be at, Dre? I wouldn't mind seeing UGK. I would not mind seeing UGK. Let's see. Shout out to D2B2 with the 5. My guy from Chef Mark, New York, who moved down to Birmingham to chef up some food, came back up to visit. I gotta order some more food from him. What does he work down here? What does he work down here? Like what restaurant is he working through? That'll be a crazy little like, hey man, I know I don't know your real name. I wouldn't know what to tell him. But let's see. Shout out to Scuba Doo 87. Much love from Bessemer. Shout out to the 205 West Side representative. Yeah. I'd have been in a many party and hear the phrase BTO. So shout out to Bessemer. Shout out to Bessemer, man. Shout out to Bessemer. Let me see. Before we get started, Let me make sure. I appreciate y'all for coming through with the super chats and stuff, man. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, so we'll start with some of the releases that dropped Friday, and then we'll make our way through some of the stuff that's happened recently. And this is per How New Hip Hop, as you can see. So let me magnify this a little bit. Shout out to Cardi. It has me wondering if a new album is coming, because she said it wasn't gonna be as long the next time. So I'm wondering if she's prepping for a double back or she just dropping singles to do testers. But let's see. Hip hop albums will be plentiful tonight as artists like Ken Carson, Tyga, and Juicy J drop new projects. Cardi B even has a single. And we'll scroll past all of this. Let's see if they got a list. Okay. And this is per Kirko on Twitter. Who's getting the first listen? Ken Carson, Cartoons, Cardi B, Aha, Shabuzi, The Outlaw, Cherie Lee, or Cherry Lee, and other Western Tales, Ride Wave with Hustle, Tyga with Starface. After his last album, I'm never listening to another project from Tyga. That shit was garbage. Shout out to Skepta, Kitschkrieg, Blumengarten, Gut Genug, it's a remix, Arca, whole bunch of X's. I think I have this. Let's see. I got it somewhere. I thought I did at least. It's all good, but let me see if I can pull this up because I do have Twitter. So let's see. Y'all just won't be able to see the. Well, yeah, y'all will. Hold on. Shout out to Jermaine Whittingham with the 200 Joules Flow State. Much appreciated. And shout out to Twilight Starlight. I got you in a second. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do it. I see you say you might have to leave. Shout out to Twilight Starlight with the 200 Swedish Krona, if I'm not mistaken. Might have to leave soon because it's late here and I have stuff to do in the morning. But I always appreciate the live streams. Salute Skip, DJ, the mods, all love. Much appreciated, Twilight Starlight. It will be available. You already know. Somebody will come through and bless the chat with the timestamp sometime tomorrow. So we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right. Yeah, much appreciated. Shout out to Twilight Starlight with the 200 Swedish Krona. But let's pull this up so we can get this full list because it is rather lengthy. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we got the full. Okay, let me blow this up. Okay, so we have Trippie Redd, Swagger, Logic. I'm assuming this is an album, Paradise Records. It's a compilation. Prada Archive, Super Slime, DeVito, Oriade. I'm assuming that's how I say it. Meek Mill's Nightmares to Dreams. That's another one that I have listed to do. Too Short, Sir Too Short Volume 2. Wale and Elmine, I'm sorry. Overthink, that is on the list. Let me make sure. I operate my best when I have a list. Okay, this isn't on the list. Wale. Overthink. Corrupt and DJ Battlecat, Tales from My Hood. Caribou. Oh, the Rakim song too. Hold on. I think it's on it, but I'm gonna double put it. Jacquees. No. Yeah, Caribou and Zucchini. Keep Up With Me. Jacquees, Mood 2, Ride Slime, Feeling Like Chris, Renai, Crunk Kid, EP, NG, Harry Rock, Squid Father 2, Rust, Coulda Shoulda Woulda, Juicy J, The Clock Don't Go Back, Ray Vaughn, Look Don't Touch, Ari Lennox, Hookah Baby, 5 Year Foreign, Chasing, Too Slimy, and GT, Smarter Not Harder. So put the Ray Vaughn on there. But yeah, it's a hefty lineup. So it's like it's enough music for everybody to get something that they like coming into this weekend that we just had. Shout out to D2B2 with the $10. He said Mark Anthony Bynum, 3-time CHOP champion. He moved to Birmingham. Show him love. Property taxes and overall bullshit pushed him out over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna look him up and see if I can track him down. And I just let him know I was referred. You ain't got to give me your full. As a matter of fact, I think I got an email from you, D2. I might be able to pull it from there. I might be able to pull it from there if that's cool. If I'm able to speak to him directly. But yeah, man, shout out to D2. Shout out to Grandmaster Scrub. A little late, but what's popping? Man, you right on time. You right on time. We really probably didn't get started into what's going on to maybe 5 minutes ago. My daughter came in, stole the show, of course. They showed love with the super chats, got the show started. Shout out to D2B2, shout out to all of the contributors. Shout out to everybody running the jewels. Shout out to, everybody showing love, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, you ain't missed too much of nothing yet. Shout out to D2B2 with the 20. And that would be my only paid ad. Apologies, y'all. I'm gonna fuck with him, man. I'm gonna fuck with him. Because I think I remember you telling me his name before. This is probably 2 years ago. Not 2 years. Shit, it's closing up on it. So it was close to 2 years ago, maybe, when you talking about it the first time. Shout out to Miss Hummus. This community is so dope. I have so much love for y'all, for real. Man, shout out to Miss Hummus, man. Shout out to Miss Hummus. We fuck with you too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I did the longest live streams until you and the company man came and wiped the floor. I think the longest live stream we had was 6:30. I was at work one day last week in the middle of the day. I got home and y'all was still, I'm talking about 8 hours. I was like, bro, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. I was like, they going hard in the paint. That's a real streamathon. Hold on. Easy, what are you doing, baby? Baby, what are you doing? No, get your foot up. Go back in there. Go back in the bathroom. Here she go. There she go right there. Yeah, I'm telling. I am fucking telling. Shout out to Sherry Ann. I'm about to get that Corrupt album a bit later. I'm gonna check it out. The good thing about not having Road to 100 is I don't feel like I have to just speed run through a whole bunch of albums. So I can kind of listen at my own pace. I can make a list that's maybe 40 albums instead of 120. And listen at my leisure for enjoyment and not more so trying to do it so we can record and put it out. But yeah, I'll check it out. Shout out to Miss Hummus, gifted 5. We are Decipher memberships. Much appreciated, man, for everybody who be gifting the memberships, man. Shout out to Sarah. Rakim he did a new song. He did. I saw it. So my reaction won't be a first time listen, but it'll still be a reaction. Disclaimer. I watched Screwface react to it. But when you have a reaction or watch a reaction, if you haven't heard the song first, it's kind of hard to get a feel for the entire song. So I do want to listen to it on my own. Hold on. Completely unrelated, I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day yesterday. We only have to talk about it, but I just felt like I had to say that. Shout out to D2. He said, who's going to meet the goal? Hey, man, I think it was 15, $5 or more, I think. Yeah, man, help us reach the goal, man, if you feel so inclined or you're able. But much appreciated to everybody who has contributed so far. Let's see. Damn, for real. It sound like it, cause if I'm not mistaken, I think I said that when we was talking about it the first time. That sound like a J-Rock song. That was like, it's gonna be on the nah, that don't sound like a Kendrick song. Damn. I could have seen that being the first single too. I definitely could have seen that being the lead single. Hold on, I'll be right back. She wild. um, yeah, but to what you were saying, Sarah, that shit definitely sound like a rock song. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still dropping that shit. I'm still dropping it. I'm still dropping it. I don't care what nobody say. But I could see that being one of the singles though. Damn. That's tough, bro. Shout out to D2 with the 5. Hip hop lives all day, every day, and twice on Sunday, as you can see. Shout out to D2B2, man. Sponsor of today's chat. What happened? Told me what? Let me know something. I may have missed it in the melee in the chat. Yeah, man. It's baby girl. It's the daughter. The son is in the tub. Is in the tub. I damn sure did. Got Asian. Gotta tell on their ass. I ain't gonna lie, man. Best I could tell you, unapologetic is just sign up for post notifications. And even if you don't watch a video all the way that we post, or even after this stream, just go through and like all the videos that you haven't liked yet to train YouTube to start back pushing it out. Cause it's a part of it is how many people engage with it as it's happening, but also how many subscribers engage with it as it's happening. So you might just have to go back through some of our stuff and just hit the like button on it. Watch it for 30 seconds to a minute and hit the like button. So it register as a view and the like. So YouTube will start back just pushing you everything that come from you. So yeah, definitely do that though. Shout out to Bakugan. He said that the company man, Culture United extra long streams was over 3 hours of super chat discussions after 4 hours of Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When we were doing the culture, what was the fuck it was called? When we were doing the cipher, those panel episodes, they would be close to like 5. Like sometimes I would just get on a diatribe and like a regular live stream randomly would be 6 hours. And that's just because we just having a conversation on multiple conversations building on top of each other. But they be having so much interaction in the chat as far as like just the amount of people that like have commentary. I could see that because when you're trying to lead the primary discussion without it being dictated by the super chats, you still got to come back and show that love to let them people know that their contributions is appreciated. So it can be a long time. That's why I used to always be like, hey, man, if y'all want to, y'all can dip. And I'll read them by myself because it's a potentially another whole 2 hours, depending on how many people posting super chats. So, yeah, man, I understand it. But I ain't going to lie. When I saw that Miss Hummus them, because I think I saw that they was live like 1 o'clock, maybe. I had a long ass day that day. I think I got home like 7:30. And then I was like scrolling, or I had a video playing and it showed that she was still live. But sometimes if you swipe up, and refresh the feed, the live indicator is just old, and then it'll not be. So I clicked it. I was like, oh shit, they still going. I think it was like 7 hours and 40 minutes at that point in time. I was like, this a real deal marathon in the middle of the week. Shout out. Man, shout out to my sister with her whole fucking government. With the $10, man. You need to change your name on YouTube. Change your name so everybody doesn't know your name. But yeah, if you pull up, matter of fact, pull up Friday. I want to go on a date. Pull up and get your baby Friday. Both of them, so we can go on a date. Shout out to D2B2 with a 10. Gifted. We are the Cypher memberships. Thank you. Hey, shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on that tomorrow because, like I said, my son starts school Tuesday. So if I can do three good reactions tomorrow and get those out, that'll be good. To get the week started. Oh shit! Shout out to Screaming Silk with the 20 gifted. We are the Cypher membership, so that's like 40. Man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Sharonda Ridley with the $10. Skip. Since you mentioned Spider-Man, Odyssey was absolute fight. I want to see that too, man. I want to see that too. I'm not sure if I will be able to see both, but that might be a good like at home viewing. But I do want to support Lupita and laugh at all the people who just seem to think that Black people did not exist in these ancient times and were like in positions of influence. Like, you go back through ancient Europe, we're everywhere, bro. We are everywhere. Like, we help civilize, like, we help civilize, and when I say we, I mean Black people. We help with the civilization of some of the more archaic groups of people back then. It was a very diverse cast. I'm gonna check it out. Shout out to Bakugan. Honestly, I watched more third verse ever since the Lupe fiasco. Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like Stat Quo has like we're watching him like evolve. I don't know if it's like from the willingness to show information or just seeing and getting a feel for how this YouTube shit go. But like he's like kind of in the bag lately too. So shout out to Stat. I got a couple clips from third verse that I'm gonna play as a matter of fact. Shout out to I'm gonna just say Lestat Draven with the X's in between. Man, Lupe is a goat for real. He be acting wild sometimes. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like Lupe, like his album The Cool. Shout, like I said this last time I was on stream, I think it's like shout out to my sister, man. Like access to some of those albums was like my introduction to higher level mainstream rap. So The Cool, The Blueprint, I think one of those Rough Rider albums, and some other stuff. But those three in particular, and then I started to, but yeah, man, The Cool was an amazing album. Shit, I really like Food and Liquor too. I like Tetsuo on Youth. I didn't really listen to it a lot, but I thought Drogas Wave was really good. And I thought Samurai was dope. So yeah, man, Lupe just can't get out his own way. And that's been an element in his career, admittedly, for the last 15 years. So yeah, man, talent-wise, you know, but talent ain't enough, man. Like, you can really fuck your legacy up talking too much. Josiah had Skip saying, I ain't gonna lie a lot now. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? But shout out to Josiah, man. Cause I think the thing is, you don't want to get, you try to self-correct in real time a lot, because you know that at any moment people will take what you say, even if you misspeak, and run off and kick you back in with it. So you be like, hold on now, you know. Or if you want to double down on something or sneak in like a take that may be unfavorable, it's a lot of reasons to use. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to D2B2 with the 5 stat quote, moving from stasis, from stasis. Is that what he's talking about? To being like, that shit is crazy. I blame HJ and Fruit Loops. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, D2B2. I'm completely lost, gang. And the crazy thing is, if I'm not mistaken, I remember a stat quote song on one of the like later versions of NBA Live. I think like Live 07 or 06 or some shit. Maybe 05. I can't remember. But if I'm not mistaken, it was a stat quote song on one of those. I don't need to know. Cool beans. Shout out to Big Sis with the 10 jewels. Much appreciated. And let's see. Shout out to Big Hick. Stat adapting to constructive criticism is awesome. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, sometimes, like, I get like a crazy ass disrespectful comment that pop up when I'm going through the comments in YouTube Studio. And it'll be like, it ain't enough for people like to have like a point of constructive criticism. Sometimes they just want to put the knife in as deep as possible and twist it both ways, and then reinsert the knife like for good measure. So it'd be like, you gotta try to accept what they're saying while trying to navigate internalizing the disrespect. So like, Stat was getting his ass kicked for a minute, like especially after the Curtis King fiasco. And I just think he's now he's finding and picking his spots and understanding that we all have a role to play. I think that's probably the thing that helped him the most. You know, we all got a role to play. Like, however you're perceived or however you perceive a given person, they all got a role to play. They're all being, you know, appreciated and selected as people to listen to by their respective audiences due to what they're doing. So regardless of how you may feel coming into a situation, those people were selected for a reason. So once you respect that, you know, it gives you the opportunity to see everything. And also, I'm not too sure like how present Stat was before Culture United as far as like being a front-facing person digitally. So I think he's probably also gaining a respect as he's going through the process. And that'll humble you too. It's like, damn, oh, so this what they be doing. This shit ain't just as easy as cutting the camera on and talking. Like, you really have to be, you gotta really do it. Oh, he was on Fight Night 2004, the first Fight Night. Okay. Damn. So it was a while ago. I had that game too. Fight Night Round 2, Fight Night Champion. I had all the Fight Nights. So that's probably why I heard him at too. Did you know Lupe released a punk rock album, Jaws or something? Hell no, I did not. I did not. If it wasn't the mainstream release, they got my attention. Nah, I'm not even really familiar with his mixtapes either. Cause the first thing I heard from him was The Cool. And then I went forward. I think I listened to Lasers maybe once or twice. 2008 to 2010 for mainstream rappers not named Lil Wayne and Kanye was a very, very weird time, bro. Matter of fact, let's Fight Night Round 3. Yeah, that one was fire too. I ain't gonna lie. Around yeah, man, I love Fight Night, bro. I love the Fight Night like series. It just introduced me to so many boxers, or just allowed me to experience them in different ways. But yeah, man, like I don't know if I ever said this, and we'll get back to what we're talking about. My intro to boxing, like as a kid, was like Miguel Cotto, and this back when Miguel Cotto had the fade. Like this Miguel Cotto, bunch of body work, not a bunch of jabs. Just very like a skillful boxer. He wasn't the quickest or the fastest, the most fleet-footed, but I really fucked with Miguel Cotto. So like he's one of the reasons that got me into boxing. And from there we went to watching HBO, boxing on HBO, and then boom, Fight Night came out. But yeah, shout out to that, all of those worlds conversion right there. But let me see. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Curtis King. As a matter of fact, I have something from Curtis King to play in a second as well. But yeah, most definitely shout out to Curtis King. He was one of the first like huge platforms to like kind of like show us some love and like pull up and just chop it up with us while we was on the live stream. We was reacting to one of his videos and he pulled up. So yeah, man, shout out to Curtis King, man. Let me see. But yeah, man, twist the knife and sprinkle lemon juice. And it's just like damn, bro, like I get what you're saying. But you ain't have to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially as you're learning like how to work all of this technology. And it's like, bro, like I don't know how to do all of this shit 3 weeks ago, bro. I'm trying to like catch in and make all of that work. But yeah, like your compression, the focus. It's like, bro, I don't know how to fix it in real time. I'm trying to learn these things. Yeah, so they'll kick you back in, bro. But yeah, you just gotta take the good with the bad and see what you can learn, even from the disrespectful comments. And also learn when to just garbage in, garbage out shit. Yeah, man. You'll be surprised. You'll really be surprised. And it's crazy how disrespectful they can get without using like slurs. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of multitasking y'all got to do when you run the show, man. Shout out my boy DJ. My boy DJ just pull up, cut the cartoon smile on, and run the script. But yeah, man, it's so much. It's so much, bro. Like until you're actually doing it, you'll never really understand it for real. You can appreciate it all day, you can critique it, but you'll never understand it until you sitting in front of a camera and trying to do this in particular. But once you get it, you start to get you get an appreciation for the other people doing it. And then you give grace because it's like, damn, like I was real critical to niggas. And this shit ain't easy. But let me see what's next. Okay, yeah. So we're going to third verse. Shout out to Stat Quo. Let's see what the fuck on.
If Drake would have wiped the floor,
so I'm not sure what they're talking about. But the tagline of this one is why we'll keep talking about this battle. So let me make sure the audio is up. Let me know if y'all can hear it too. Shout out to Justin Hunt and Stat Quo. This is from the third verse. And also shout out to DJ Mo Millie.
This nigga made his 2 biggest records in a battle where he's going up against a nigga that's basically his whole career could be in question. If Drake would have wiped the floor with Kendrick, all that shit would have been over with. We wouldn't have gave a fuck about none of it.
I ain't gonna lie. This was appreciate you, Miss Hummus. This But yeah, let me respond to this too. It's a whole different beast on that camera. I swear to God. I swear, bro, like especially when you're talking about stuff. So let me take this down because this is an important conversation because I know we have some content creators, you know, and people thinking about getting into the space too. So I do feel like this is important before we get into the third verse stuff. But yeah, it's different, especially when you're talking about stuff that's number one, when you're talking about something that's contentious or something that a lot of people feel a certain way about and you don't necessarily agree, or you feel pressure to juggle entertainment and giving information in a way like it's a real thing. It's a real thing. I you know what I'm saying I you know I put that luggage on and I carry it proudly. So I never complain about it. But for sure, it's a different beast, bro. It's a different beast, and you learn over time. You learn over time. You start to realize that you know, all stances aren't good stances. Um, there's multiple, you know, ways to view a certain thing. You have to like look from the perspective of the person that you're observing. You know, it's a lot of different things that go into this shit, man. And you're doing that all while trying to keep audience engaged and build community. So for sure, bro. I remember, and then we'll get back to this. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was, but it was a video that I did not too long ago, or within the last year, and I was actually nervous. I was actually nervous because I was like, no, it was the first episode of the Cipher. I think it was the first episode of the Cipher. We had Jay Nolan. Mona was supposed to make it, but she couldn't make it. It was Jay Nolan, Jason, BK, DJ, and I can't remember the actual first cast, but I know it was me, Jay Nolan, Jason, BK, and I think it was a fifth, but I can't remember. But I remember being nervous about that because like that was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay Nolan don't accept, like Jay Nolan ain't popped out on nobody else's platform since then. So to get him to come out was a big thing for people to be, you know, willing to share their platform with us. Starsky went on the first episode. I don't think Starsky came to maybe episode 3 or so. But I don't know. Let me look it up. Never mind. I'll find it in a second. But the point remains. The being nervous about it was feeling like, because I could tell with the reception that the announcement had that it was going to be a big deal. So like that first one, I think it was like close to 1,000 people in at the peak. We maintained the viewership the whole time. But the thing that made it so nerve-wracking was, okay, now you have to navigate all of these different content creators who are used to having the ball 100% of the time. And you have to take a step back and understand that this ain't your time. Like as far as me, this ain't my time to do a whole bunch of talking. So I had to get great at being a mediator really fast while on camera. But I had a podcast before, so I was used to it. But like it's different when 800 people watching you at the same time and you're talking about things that are damn near politically charged. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a lot going on. But yeah, man, it's a thing. But you know, you get better as you continue to go. as you continue to practice and go through trial and error, you'll get better and more comfortable, and you can do all of this shit. But yeah, man, shout out to the Cypher series. It may come back. I know for a fact it won't until we finish with Decipher. I mean, with Decrypted season 1. But yeah, it may make a return, but as of right now, it's not a focus. Appreciate that, Miss Hummus. Shout out to the Great Enigma. Got to, or at least try. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, the more time you talk trying to land it, if you don't land it, you just wasted a whole bunch of fucking time. And in real time, people are evaluating you. So you got to do the thing. But yeah, man, shout out to D2B2 with the 5, man. Shout out to D2B2. Let me see. Yeah, shout out to Great Enigma. I remember you said you were nervous when you did the Euphoria reaction. It was okay. It was a lot going on that day. But yes, number one, I was nervous because I had never did a reaction of that magnitude, not knowing that it would be that, but I knew it was that. You know what I'm saying? I knew that it was a chance that it could be successful, but to think 500,000 people will probably watch it was not on my mind. I had just put the aluminum down, ladies and gentlemen. I had just put the aluminum down. So it was no antiperspirant. Like I had deodorant, but no antiperspirant, y'all. I was going through it, bro. And then Kendrick dropped on a random fucking, Tuesday morning with fucking Euphoria and my wife running around the house screaming and shit. And it's like, oh, so this is really a thing. And I had to sneak up and do that while I was at work. So there was a lot going on, man. But yeah, definitely nervous. And all of those things converged to where I didn't have the ability to think my way through that reaction. So y'all just got what y'all got, which a lot of people say is like the most purest, joyful reaction to that song on YouTube and all of that stuff. And I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I didn't have anything left on my plate but a natural reaction. I didn't have the ability to try to compartmentalize anything but just hearing it for the first time. So that's where the wows came from, because I was literally astonished. I wasn't able to describe how I was feeling at the time. Like, I would love to hear Euphoria again for the first time. I would love to hear Euphoria for the first time again. I ain't gonna hold you. And not like us. Not like us had got spoiled. So by the time I got home, I already knew about the A minor line. But I would love to have heard that again for the first time. I would love to have been like, quote unquote, professionally streaming by then. Shout out to Down in Dixie with the 5. The first unofficial cipher was the live with Jason and Neville when oh man, that shit was crazy. Shout out to JV, man, and shout out to shout out to Jason. That was a crazy one. That one got me put on a deleted video. That's how I know that live stream went up. I said I didn't want to be in a deleted video. That was Saturday night. Monday morning, I was in a deleted video. So yeah, man, that one helped me realize, like, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. But yeah, man, shout out to Jason and JV, man. I think if we do something, I do want to. I ain't gonna lie, I would probably. This shit might be like explosive, but like insane, like unstable way. But Jason, JV, and Koala on the same live stream. Shout out to Couch Potatoes with the 5. One of your most classic moments, besides who the fuck is Luther, was I rebuke you. Yeah, on the Meet the Grams. Yeah. For the longest time, that was, and it may even still be, that may even still be my favorite reaction, like my own like solo reaction. Cause I feel like that was the first time like I was able to that was the first time I feel like I was in full command of what was going on. That's my favorite one, probably. You know, I just wish the audio and shit was better on those, but that's my favorite one though. To this day. Shout out to Make 'em Pay. Mace said it came too late. LOL. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? Let me know. Yo, gotta go check if the US is bombing us right now or not. Okay. The regime, yeah. Take back the power. The fucking segment. Hey man, that's a I ain't gonna lie. There is a lot of sentiment in America hoping for that because we see a lot of other countries do. Well, not a lot of. We seen some other countries do that, like not like a hostile takeover with weaponry, but like getting the leaders of the regime to step down. So I definitely understand that sentiment. But if that is the case, man, I hope that y'all stay safe, man. And prayers to you and your family and loved ones if y'all are experiencing that. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. This like militaristic phase that we're in, I would love for a deceased, man. I'm sorry if you're going through that. Shout out to Sir Derek. Your Meet the Ground reaction was my intro to the channel. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that was my flu game, dog. Like, of course, we've had some great reactions because those were all me before DJ pulled up. So like, well, before he pulled back up. Cause like that happened so fast, we didn't get a chance to be like, all right, we need to pull up and do that. But yeah, man, I feel like that was my flu game, or like my 63 versus the Celtics. But like since then, me and DJ had some iconic reactions, man. Like the Cardi album, the Clips, the Jid, fucking even the ones that didn't get like super duper crazy view wise, the Baby King, Isaiah Rashad, there's some other ones in there too. But like, yeah, man, it's been some iconic reactions, especially with, you know, not only myself but me and DJ together. That Let God Sort Them Out, that one up there too. The Tyler reaction, Chromacopia. I forgot we did Chromacopia and Don't Tap That Glass. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, Lestat. I appreciate it. But yeah, I definitely feel where you're coming from. I'm watching everything, you know. I've been super dialed in for like 4 or 5 years with the happenings. So yeah, man. You feel me? I definitely understand. But yeah, man, prayers to you, bro. Shout out to Tiffany Shante. That'll be a loud ass stream. I'm definitely gonna have they volume adjusters, and I'm gonna be manually doing it. The last stream Jason was on, I was manually adjusting his audio. Cause that's just one of the other things that you have to account for. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's in a different place. Everybody got different studio setups. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jason mic is farther away from him like than other people's mic, so he has to project more, or he's speaking directly into his computers. It's, you know, but yeah, man. And JV, he be on one. He be on one. So yeah, that'll be an insane stream. I don't even think we'll have a topic. We would either have to have multiple topics or no topic at all. It'll just depend on how they relate to structure. But yeah, the boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that would be chaotic as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it'll be fun, like just on some entertainment shit for y'all. But yeah, just sign the smoke detector. Yeah. Yeah, when we tracked that down and saw where it was coming from, because I was watching y'all in the chat. I had to close the chat. Y'all was wilding. The topics will present themselves. I think so too. And I remember one time we got like a comment bombed in the chat because Jason couldn't make it. And it was like, y'all clickbaiting. It's like, bro, we were waiting on him the whole time. We thought he was gonna make it, so we didn't want to take it down. Justice for Blue Lips. I did not see a lot of reactions for the album. Yeah. We did do an album review for it, but shit, we had heard it so many times we couldn't do a reaction. And a big part of that, the reactions, I equate the YouTube algorithm to like a hydraulic pump or something, like a that you have to like apply foot pressure to. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't do something because you don't think it'll do well, or you canvas the landscape and you see that there are other reactions and they're not doing well, and it's like, okay, YouTube not gonna push it. So is it worth 2 hours of my time? 2 to 3 hours, because you got to do the reaction, you got to schedule time to do it. You do it, you get a thumbnail, you do all of that stuff, and then it get 800, 900, 1,000 views, and it hurts your performance for future videos. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like we take that into consideration too. Cause it does have an effect on your channel. And that's why when we do stuff like that, we kind of lean on the audience to show love and like and share and comment and all of that stuff to push those type of videos. So when we give you a video we know you're gonna watch, it'll do well. And the video we hope you'll watch to push out, if you show love on those and you treat those as more mandatory than the other ones, the ones that we are worried about, we know that it'll be worth our time to put into the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I'll be like, shit, either I just put it on the member side or I don't do it at all. And I get caught doing that. And then the video just never comes out or it never gets done. So yeah, it's definitely a relationship. It's like a three-way relationship with the content creator, YouTube, and the audience. And really like four-way, because with the people who provide ad space, because even if you're not monetizing your video, YouTube will. YouTube will. They'll put ads on your video. So if they feel like it's not something they can advertise around, they're not going to push the video either. So, you know, that's why a lot of people, you know, are moving to like completely behind paywalls, like Mallory Bros, Vibe Villa, and content creators like that. They're moving behind paywalls because they're going to where, of course, they're getting paid at, you know, commensurate with what they're doing, but also they can do more content that they solely want to do because they know that the people that are coming for them are going to tap into what they do, and they don't have to be worried about an algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, that's a big part of why Decrypted will be members only, because I don't want to play the algorithm game. I want those videos to be, first of all, I don't want to have a situation with copyright, but I also don't want to have a situation where I'm getting caught up in how it's responding in the algorithm. Yeah, there is no instance in which YouTube will not get paid. Facts. YouTube getting paid regardless. Regardless. They're going to get paid regardless. You know. Bro, I'm not putting that on screen, make them pay. No, we're a part of a community. Not that. But shout out to Lestat. Good night, buddy. How your hand feeling? What would you do about it? It's healing up though. Goodbye. Good night.
Good night, baby girl.
Good night, baby girl.
You're a baby girl.
I am not a baby girl.
Yes.
No, I'm not. What's this on your face?
Concrete.
Concrete. Get out. Get out.
No.
Okay, you can just stay right there. I'm finna do my thing. She said she got concrete on her face. Hey. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take her to her room. Okay. Yeah, she is wilding this evening, bro. Okay. Where were we? What happened? What happened? Yeah, shout out D2B2 with the 5. Uncle YouTube is as Uncle Sam as Uncle Sam. Yeah, bro. And like they want a piece of everything, bro. Like I remember when I was waiting to get monetized, I had a situation where I messed up the YouTube partner program. So I went a whole month longer, basically with like $700 in YouTube escrow because I couldn't access the money to get it released from the YouTube partner program. And they were just making money hand over fist off of ad placements on those reaction videos because at that point in time, you know, Drake and Kendrick had whitelisted those reaction videos. So like making hundreds of dollars off those reaction videos. So like, and that was with money that was because I think our first check came in June. No, the first check came in July, but it was for June. So all of the money in May, YouTube took all of the money in May because I wasn't monetized yet. YouTube took all of the money for June. I mean, all of the money for May. And in May, I think we did, I don't know how many views we did, but we did enough views to make, we made YouTube thousands of dollars probably. We made YouTube thousands of dollars, bro. So the July check that went out, I think it was $1,000. So for us to make $1,000 on top of YouTube taking out 30% and all of the money that they make on top of before they give us the money that we earn, because we hadn't done a live stream yet. So we had never got a super chat. I think we may have got one super thanks at the time. One. because I didn't even know what it was. And so yeah, YouTube had made thousands of dollars off us between May and July, and continue to do so because they take 30%, you know, in addition to pulling ads from videos that you can't even monetize. So that's why we're so like, you know, like adamant, but also appreciative of the super chats, because especially as a reaction channel, a huge percentage of the videos we make, we don't get paid for. So we're giving them to YouTube for y'all to see, for YouTube to make money off of, and we don't get anything from them. You know what I'm saying? The positive from it is getting increased viewership, you know, to in turn hopefully attempt to release videos that are monetizable and with the new viewership to make money that way, you know, and money through, you know, live streams and stuff like that and memberships. But yeah, YouTube gonna spank that ass every single time. Every single time, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. She came through her like she just be coming like when these cameras on, she be on bullshit all the time, but she really be on bullshit when the camera's on. Yeah, and on the replay, YouTube was sticking that right here. Yeah. And they give you the option to like pick where the ads go, but it's like if you're not building your segments to incorporate ad placement, you still won't know exactly where to put it unless you go back through and watch all of your live streams after you record them and find places to put ad placement. But even if you do that, you still cutting it down because YouTube wants to put an ad every 3 minutes. In perfect world, they will put an ad every 3 minutes on your video. Every 3 minutes. Yeah, shout out to Miss Hummus. You'll see it's not worth it. YouTube is still editing my Friday live for monetization purposes. It's going on 48 hours. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, like when you want to do like that's something else to be cognizant of. Cause sometimes I just be like, cause I don't even on the actual live stream, I don't put ads on the live viewing experience. I'll come back after it's been posted and throw lives on it. And throw ads on it. But even still with that, you have to it has to be eligible for monetization. So it's a tricky thing, man. And that's why FD Signifier has a separate platform that I can't remember the name of right now. But they're also not paying me, so I'm not gonna do advertisement. But yeah. Shout out to Sharonda with the 5. Your words. Drake is throwing haymakers. Kendrick is trying to annihilate Drake. They're not playing the same game. They're not playing the same game. Kendrick was trying to unalive Drake's persona. Drake wanted to get a couple body blows and walk away feeling victorious. He did not come prepared. He walked into an octagon with 18-ounce gloves on, and Kendrick was bare knuckle with razor blades in his cheeks. It was a different fight. By the time you got to meet the Grams, it was like, this is not for play. And really, by the time, if you really listen to 616 in LA, it's like, no, they're not playing the same game. They're not playing the same game. They were not. And the world got to see it. Yeah. I think this is her in a nutshell. An adorable little troublemaker. And I don't know what made her say enchanted. I don't know what made her say that. She been watching Masters of the Universe for the past like 3 days. her favorite character is Skeletor. Like she don't even call it by the name. Of course, it's a long ass name for a movie, but she keep bringing up Skeletor. Like anytime she want to watch the movie, she say, "I want to watch Skeletor." It's like, bro, why do you be taking to villains? Like that shit is scary. Like, why are you feeling so good? Like, why are you resonating with the villains? Shout out to Couch Potatoes with the 2 jewels, 100. Much appreciated. Shout out to Bakan. You are only counting the money you should have received, which is only a percentage of what they actually made off of those. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We make them thousands of dollars. Because I guarantee you, we probably on like a 90-10 ad split. If that. We on a 90-10 ad split. And out of the 10% that we're actually due, they take 30% out of that 10%. So we get 7% out of the 100% of ad money that comes through our content creation. It's wild, man. It's wild. And now the further it goes, now we're going through this thing where like the algorithm is like dampening impact of creators, because I know I'm feeling it. I know I'm feeling it. Like, granted, every video was not going to be, and every moment wasn't going to be euphoria and shit like that. Like that was a, basically a once in a lifetime thing. However, you know what I'm saying, you realize like how much of a grind it is to constantly stay in the algorithm. And that's why like your other creators are like putting out a video every day, 1-2 videos every day. You know what I'm saying? And that shit tough, man. I salute to the people who are like really in this grind of creating content. I try. I have like especially like every time I get my hair rebraided, I just find my way in a pocket of time to do like 10, 12 reactions. And I'll do those, and those will last however long they last. But yeah, so that'll be the goal, is to just get more active and also find ways to make monetizable videos. Yeah, it's definitely the braids. Every time I get my hair rebraided, I do 10 reactions, 10 to 12 reactions every single time. Every time, like I go get my braids, and then the next day or so go get my lineup. Then boom, bow, 10 reactions, boom, right there. So yeah, man, it's definitely the braids. I ain't gonna hold you, because it creates a level of urgency. It's like, go ahead and do it while you got time, and you're able to mass produce, because that's a big thing that come around it too, just the ability to mass produce. But for sure, the braids are like a common denominator. I don't know if it's the braids per se, but it's a common denominator. Shout out to Cam with the 100 jewels, with the high five, much appreciated. Do they take yeah, they take a percentage off of everything. Swiper from Dora, she's never seen Dora the Explorer. But she might. I wouldn't be surprised, because she got that little mischievous like snicker, like she's that. I love her to life, but she's that. The only time we get ad revenue if the video is monetizable. That's the only time. And like I said, with reactions, 9 times out of 10, the ones that are monetizable are not gonna be. They're not gonna do well, because 9 times out of 10, it's an independent artist that doesn't have like that that wide reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like Mick Jenkins or something like that. Like if I did a Mick Jenkins reaction, it'll probably, worst case scenario, it'll be revenue sharing with him and his his label. But the video just not gonna have a bunch of reach because he's just not a huge name like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and whatever happened with Kendrick after GNX, if you sneeze within proximity to any of his content, your video is getting blocked. You feel what I'm saying? So like, should we all move over to Patreon? I mean, the plan is to have a secondary platform like Patreon, where you can post content that is not quote unquote slave to the algorithm, but it is a separate it is a completely separate platform. So that's the thing too. So it's got its drawbacks, but it is a separate platform. But the people who invest in it in a membership, they're coming to see that type of shit. So like I said, the decrypted series and any like thing that we do that's like to that level will always be members only, unless we find a way to secure a sponsorship outside of YouTube. But shout out to Miss Hummus with a 5. Is there a future where Skip and Miss Hummus have a collab? Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'll talk to DJ and reassess like how we feel about collaborations after we finish season 1 of Decrypted. But yeah, I definitely don't have a problem with it. Like I said, when I stopped the first time, like after the Lupe fiasco, like it was a combination of things. It was not only the Lupe situation, it was what I was foreseeing could happen as a continuum of the Lupe situation. You know, with the triangular theory of the creators, the content being created, and the audience base. So I was just like, nah, I just don't like what I'm feeling right now. I had 2 behind the scenes conversations that same weekend related to content creators and shit. And then I heard some other stuff that I won't speak on where my name was mentioned about something. And I was just like, I just don't like where shit is going. And I was just like, it's just best to take a step back. Cause I ain't gonna lie, niggas was real charged up after Lupe week. After Lupe did his festival run of content creators, it was very contentious. And I knew that like continuing collaborations at that given time was going to give off certain impressions and create certain energy that I did not want to, or not even create, but foster and fan the flames of certain energy that I did not want to be a part of. And I'm not sure if it was the exact reason, but the next week, Culture United took a break. So correlation does not equal causation. I have not spoken to anyone that is a part of Culture United in connection to that break that they so happened to take after the Lupe fiasco. But it's very possible. But shout out to them. Shout out to all of the other content creators. I still got love for everybody. I still watch everybody. I still like everybody's videos that I get a chance to watch. I don't have no feelings towards no content creators that haven't given me a reason to. But yeah, man, it was definitely a nexus point, and you know, hopefully everything, you know, gets back to a point where, you know, it's all happy go lucky and shit again. But yeah, he came through and shook some shit up, man. He came through and shook some shit up, and for better or worse, it happened, and we're moving forward, You know, people are, people doing their thing, but like, yeah, shout out to everybody. I'll say that. Shout out to Great Enigma. I know, Skip, I just didn't appreciate the blowback you necessarily received. I mean, yeah, it happened. It happened. I feel like if I would rather, if I was gonna get blowback, I would have rather it been from me standing up for what I believed in than me kowtowing just for an opportunity to talk to him and then losing respect, on that end. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if it was gonna happen, I'm glad it happened that way because I don't feel bad at all for what I said, how I said it, or none of that. So if that was the reason folks was gonna be mad or stop fucking with me, I hope they know I'll do it again. Because it wasn't about content at that point. I hope people know that wasn't content and I wasn't trying to engagement for them. Because if I did, it would have been indicative in how I moved since then. I never posted one clip from that conversation. Because it wasn't about that. It was not about that. But that week created some interesting elements, man. I'll say that. But like I said, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Cam over the 5. He said, Skip, I'm thinking about making my own channel, video essays or something like that. Do it. Do that shit, bro. Like if you do, for sure, let me know. And I'll do whatever I can to help, whether it's advice, just let me know. If I, need me to pull up or something, let me know, bro. But yeah, for sure. Shout out to Cam, man. Cause you have like the questions that you input into the chat. Those be good ass questions, bro. So like if you can turn that question into a statement and build on that, you got you have the curiosity to make a dope series of video essays. And the thing about video essays is that's a high chance of monetization if done right. But yeah, I think you'll do dope. Like, you figure out your pace, how you want to sound and how you want to present. But yeah, man, just remember why you're starting doing it, because we've been seeing a lot of video essays burn out recently, or I just stopped watching them because it's no longer about, it turns into the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think you'll do well. It's definitely a lane for it. It's definitely a lane for it. You get comfortable hearing yourself, you get comfortable seeing yourself, you stay focused. It could definitely be dope. You know what I'm saying? So if you just do decide to do that, let me know. I'll highlight the platform, But yeah, for sure. Shout out to Cam with the $5, man. We are an hour and 38 in, and we have not talked about anything from the list, and we completely got away from this. Yeah. Because it was the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall, bro. And like I was also seeing stuff, like I said, that was happening behind the scenes that I'll probably never speak about. But I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why niggas being so weird, bro? Why niggas being so weird? I thought, what the like content creators I don't even speak to comment on me like in reference to the channel. It's like, what the fuck on? Like, why, nigga? Like, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. So shout out to everyone. But yeah, let's pull this video back up. I don't even remember what this shit was about. Oh, okay. Let's get back focused. What StatQuo was saying was Drake winning the battle would have erased a lot of would have erased a lot of good work Kendrick had done in his career. Because if he lose to the nigga who got ghostwriters, who got all of this suspect shit on his name, and the actual hip hop nigga from the tandem loses in a battle to him, it just throws away a lot. Like, it was a lot in the balance of that battle.
If Drake would have wiped the floor with Kendrick, all that shit would have been over with. We wouldn't have gave a fuck about none of it. It'd have been a rap. Look how people talk about J. Cole. Like he ain't do Forest Hill Drive. Like he ain't do all that shit. His performance in the battle, when somebody said like, how is this? Man, his performance in the battle has affected his fucking legacy. Y'all can act like it didn't all you want. Sorry, Justin, go ahead.
This is another fact, and I hadn't seen this video, so let me do my thing where y'all can see me. But that's a fact. It definitely did. It affected J. Cole's legacy so much to a point where he would subsequently release a double album that was unintended in the initial release of The Fall Off. The Fall Off was meant, in my opinion, to have a more closer relation to disc 1 of The Fall Off. In my opinion. And like I said, I don't know J. Cole. I ain't never met him. But I've listened to every J. Cole project that has ever come out outside of, I think, the second Truly Yours. But everything else, I've listened to it enough to have my favorite songs, my less than favorite songs, my critiques on the project, where I would put it in his whether or not it makes his respective J. Cole pantheon, all of that shit. And it had a lot of impact on his legacy as it pertains to people out on the periphery of his fan base. Because of course, and I'm gonna show a clip from J. Cole on tour, because it does need to be highlighted. But because it does also speak to the counter argument to the point that that Stat Core is making, but also like the reality of it. J. Cole was cognizant of that. He was cognizant of that. He's very much cognizant of that. So much so, he had multiple lines on the Birthday Blizzard that addressed the battle and the stuff to come after that. Like I said, the Fall Off album was, reconstructed. You know what I'm saying? We get songs like, I think the song Quick Trip, I think that's directly after the battle. I think that song was made after the battle. What If was obviously made after the battle. I think the second half to 3-9 intro made after the battle. What else? I think Ocean's Way was made after the battle too. I don't know about anything really on the first side. Maybe a Piece of Poor Thing, maybe, but like other than that, I don't really see nothing for real. I think the whole disc too, for the most part, was made after the battle. Quick Trip is a fire J. Cole record. Quick Trip is a fire J. Cole record. But yeah, it definitely had an effect on him, because if not, you don't get Clouds. Well, you don't get the second verse on Clouds. You don't get Port Antonio. You don't get the press release that he put out announcing the Fall Off. Like, you don't get these things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it definitely had it affected J. Even if it didn't affect J. Cole's legacy, it affected J. Cole. It affected J. Cole in enough of a way that he felt like he needed to discuss it on wax, on tracks that'll live forever, not mixtape tracks, actual album cuts. His final album carried the burden of attempting to wash away the blemishes from the battle. So it definitely affected him. Disc 2 was made after the battle. He said it. Gotcha. I believe it. It sounds like it. It's not, for better or worse, it sound like it. I think if he had it his way, the fall off would have been the sibling album to Forest Hills Drive. And I wouldn't even be mad at that. Because I got a video of what I thought, and this was before the fall off dropped. It was like what I hoped the fall off would sound like. And it's small moments in the album that kind of carried it, like Ocean's Way. I think Ocean's Way carries what I wanted it to sound like the most. Ocean's Way, or what I wanted the content to be about. Ocean's Way, The Villist, probably those two songs for real, as far as the tone that I wanted it to carry. Yeah, he did say that in the Nadeska interview. It was not supposed to initially be double disc. Yeah. So it affected him. Nobody can say that it didn't, because he responded in a way that dictates otherwise. He should have just left those tracks that he had with Dot. He pandered and didn't stay true to what he wanted his album to be. I could see that too. But then he said he fell in love with this new version, and he's comfortable enough to walk away as an artist from that. So I'm not like I said, I'm not mad at J. Cole. Like, I don't love the album like that. I think I took out of the 24, when I made my version of the fall off, maybe 9 tracks out of the 24 that I felt told the story that I wanted to hear from J. Cole at this age and stage of his career. But yeah, I wish him continued success. I just think I realized that he was Vince Carter and I thought he was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. And once I realized that he's Vince Carter, I can appreciate him for being Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate him for being Vince Carter. Vince Carter, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted the NBA top 75. You know what I'm saying? I think he got over 25,000 points in the league. He made it to the finals a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Multiple time All-Star, Hall of Famer. He just not Kobe. And it's like, it ain't but one Kobe. So, it's just like, once you can realize that, you go back and see if you can appreciate him through the guise of being Vince Carter. Shout out to Pink Green Ivy. Okay, so you're AKA. Why did J. Cole produce an entire project from a random artist but not for Jid? I think Vince Carter didn't ever make it to the finals. Hold on, man. He didn't make it to the finals. Was he not on the finals? Was he not on that finals team with the New Jersey Nets? I could have swore he was. So was it just Kerry Kittles? Damn, he was not on his team. It was Kidd, Kittles, Richard Jefferson, Jason Collins, and Aaron Williams. Damn, he was not on his team. Okay. I really thought he was. Look at that. My fault, y'all. He damn sure was not on his team. It was Kerry Kittles. Yep. I guess he was still in Toronto at the time. Oh, damn. My fault, y'all. Damn. So that was after the fact. Okay. But as far as why did Cole produce, like I said a couple weeks ago, I think J. Cole want to be a street rapper, man. Or like a lot of like street rap really influenced the sound that he went for early in his career, because he was rapping like Nas on Hove tracks. So like a lot of the street aesthetic from the 90s like helped shape and mold who J. Cole was as a rapper in style. But like J. Cole's everyman perspective won out and propelled his career. But there's a part of J. Cole who really want to rap on some street shit. Maybe not like be a dope boy or nothing like that, but I think he wants to be more Nas than Common. I think J. Cole, in his mind, he's more Nas than Common. Or at least that's what he aspires to be. So I think that's why. And I also think like Jid in his own lane, and I think the beats that J. Cole make don't really, especially the beats he made for PFG, I think that's his name, them beats don't fit Jid. In Jid's production ear, I think it's outside the range of J. Cole. J. Cole's capabilities, in my honest opinion. I think it's outside the capabilities of J. Cole as a producer. Because if you go back and listen to God Does Like Ugly, you got a lot of strings. You got expansive production. You know what I'm saying? It was like real deal production teams, like building certain songs, like the song Of Blue. We interviewed the production team that made that song. And it's like 5 of them. It was Childish Major, and like 4 other dudes. Shout out to them. We interviewed them, I think, at the top of this year, I think. Oh, a week or 2 after God Does Like Ugly dropped. So that was sometime last year. Shout out to those guys. And also it's a couple producers from Birmingham, from my city, that produced on the intro or Glory. It was one of those. I think it was Glory. I can't remember. It was one of those first songs. And to know what Luke brings to the table production-wise, Luke Crowder, and my other homeboy that's a producer on that project, Akil Pratt, they bring in like they bring in a lot of live instrumentation. J. Cole don't do that. J. Cole seems like a very like a MPC programmed instrument on the keys type of producer. That's not enough for what Jid does sound-wise. So I just think they don't meet each other artistically as far as rapper producer. Especially for an album. Maybe a mixtape or EP, but like not an album. Shout out to Couch Potatoes with the 2 jewels. Much appreciated. Shout out D2B2. He said Jid never needed Cole. I disagree with that. I think early in his career he did. I think he started to spread his wings with the Forever Story. And now that we got God Does Like Ugly, I do think he's shaping up into a position where he can step out and maybe sign to a different like boutique house. You know what I mean? I could see him signing to another boutique house. And no, it's not TDE. I would really be interested to see where he would go if he was to leave Dreamville. For another like boutique label under his major. Because I don't think PG Lang is really taking applicants. And I don't think that would be where he possibly would want to go. And I don't see him going to like TDE. And LVRN with Black and what's my boy name? Brent Faiyaz. I don't see that as a space for him because I also think like the artists that they have aren't on his level as far as like impact and stuff like that. I do think artistically it may be a decent home for him. But I don't really know like realistically where he would go if he left where he would go if he left Dreamville. Strange enough, I think he would have been dope on Our Future back in the day. But Our Future's heyday was like before Jid though. I think he would have been dope on Our Future. Because like from there we got all of those eclectic artists that all like became like kind of sort of stars in their own right at one point or another. You know, you got Earl Swisher, who became an underground overlord per Jason. You got Tyler Creator, mainstream juggernaut. You got Steve Lacy, who became Steve Lacy, progressing from the internet. You have the internet. You got Vince Staples, you know what I'm saying? Another like under/overground artist who's had a dope run as far as his artistry. But yeah, I think he would have been dope on Our Future, to be honest. But right now I don't know where he would go. Maybe Rock Nation, like Rock Nation Management, or Rock Nation Management or something like that. If he leaves Dreamville, I think that's the only realistic destination. Shout out to Low Key Finds with the 750 Jews. Let him cook. I'm trying, man. Thank you. Shout out to Pink Green Ivy. Jid need to go to D Mile label with Samara Sin. Who's all there? Cause you got to think about it too. Like Jid is doing like 3,000 to 5,000 seat venues and doing multi-leg worldwide tours. So like Jid is not a up and coming rapper for real. Like Jid like a step, like he's 2 hits away from being on 21 Savage and them level. Like Jid is like 2 real hits away from doing 70,000 his next album. Like if Jid can come across 2 real like hit records, he may do 80,000 his next album cycle. I have no idea what happened to Tana Leon. Moni might. Moni might for real. But I'm not sure. Last time I seen him was on the Mr. Morale tour. I ain't seen or heard from him since. And his album never dropped. And I think he pulled PG Lang off of his bio or something that I heard Moni say. But shout out to D2B2 with a 10. Do you think that with all the things that have transpired that J. Cole let both Nas and Common down? I think so. Shit, he let me down. And I barely had any expectations of him. Common. I'm not sure about Common. Because I think in Common's mind, his perfect destination would have been J. Cole's career. Because I think J. Cole showed with a little bit of tweaking what would have been possible for Common. But Common also had to walk for J. Cole to run. I know a lot of people compare him to Nas, and I don't think it's fair to Nas or J. Cole. His comp, like as far as lineage, is more so Common. Like he's more technical for sure than Common, but like what he brought into the music space is more Common. J. Cole at his best is Common at his best. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got The Light, you got Crooked Smile or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got B, you got Forest Hills Drive, like, you know what I'm saying? Testify, The Corner, like those, like J. Cole at his best is an evolved Common. Like if Common is Pikachu, J. Cole is Raichu. Yeah, Jid for sure has a solid fan base. I went to go see him in Tennessee earlier this year. He got the college kids, man. He for sure got the college kids. Like Jid has a legit fan base. Low Key Fine said, I thought Dreamville was disbanded, and I thought Dreamville was sold, and it's no longer. Something happened. Some type of monetary transaction happened. They didn't disband. I think he cashed out on Dreamville some type of way, but Dreamville still exists. And he split the profit with his Dreamville signees. I was a step or two back from the mosh pit, and yeah, because I had just fucked my foot up. I was healed enough to not wear a boot, but I couldn't jump, so I was not a part of the mosh pit. But yeah, DJ was lost in the sauce, man. He was lost in the sauce, man. Imagine Jid at Mass Appeal. He'd be their only mainstream artist. Nas and Peter got the money. They're billionaires. I don't know if Nas a billionaire. I know he's 100 millionaire. But I'm wondering if not. How would Mass Appeal brand him? If I'm Jid, I'm going somewhere with a proven concept. I'm going somewhere with a proven concept. They did. They sold off Dreamville Festival, Dreamfest. They did sell that off. They didn't. They did something with Dreamville, but yeah, Nas is not a billionaire. Shout out to Young Black. Jid, Denzel Curry, and Rico Nasty just need to form their own thing for all of the new black alt artists in hip hop. Is Jid black alt though? Is Jid black alt though? I see that Denzel Curry is definitely he's come back of recent years to like the mainstream under overground. But I don't know if but yeah, Denzel Curry, his earlier shit is definitely alternative or alternative leaning. Imperial, Taboo for sure. Melt My Eyes for sure. After that, he started to come back to his like Florida down south roots. But like early on, bruh, I swear to God, I've been talking about this for a minute. Jid and Kenny Mason, especially after Bulldog, that'll be crazy. And they both create those energetic songs. Like I could see Kenny Mason could have had a verse on Stick if he doesn't. Because I ain't heard Stick probably but once in my whole life, maybe twice. But I could definitely see them making a project together. Hell yeah, I could see that. I actually would love that. To be 100% honest, um, I would love that. Jid and Kenny Mason on a project together, and Kenny Mason can rap with Jid. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that shit. Hold on. I had to go on my archive on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something. I'm trying to see if I can get into my archive on the computer. And because sometimes I repost it and share it. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, the Kenny Mason. Hold on. I know it ain't that old. Here we go. Found it. And this is why I'm confident that he will hang right in that pocket with Jid. Yeah, man. Let me turn this down a little bit. But yeah, Kenny Mason is one of them ones. He's one of them ones, bro. Like his last 3 or 4 projects, that nigga's special, bro. Yeah, the Who Really Do It, yeah, the fire, bro. Like I love this project. I love Bulldog, man. I wish I could have done a reaction. It's it's no time like the present. The past would have been perfect, but there is no time like the present. I could do it and put it on Patreon if I ever get a chance to get to it. But yeah, bro went stupid on that song. He went stupid on that song. He got another one. Is it Junkyard Freestyle or some shit like that? Or no, Sitgo. The Sitgo song on there snapping. Like, so him and Jill to make a great project together. Shout out to Mawazo, 211 with the $10 for the pot. I'm loving this live. Your euphoria reaction brought me here. You're laughing the entire song. I rewatch Let God Sort Them Out often. And I also love the Tierra Whack review. Keep it up. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I can't play it because I'm not sure if that's I'm gonna probably have to clip that part and take it off because that's gonna get the what's the name demonetized like I was talking about earlier. So I'm gonna have to go back in and edit and take that out. But yeah, the song Try Me from the album Bulldog, they did really good on that one too. And that's a song with Kenny Mason featuring Jid. So yeah, they showed that they have good chemistry. Let's see. Shout out to Bakugan. Cole would do a verse like this and be fake humble in the interview saying how hard it was to do multi-syllable rhyming. Yeah, it's just like, oh, reaction. Thank you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, y'all gotta let me know. I ain't, some of this shorthand, and I got a little old, bro. Yeah, it's just like, bro, you did it. Like, and you snap. Just let niggas say you snapped and stop doing that. It comes off as a lack of faith in what you're doing. I ain't saying don't appreciate the work that you're doing, but come on, my nigga, like you 30 years into rapping. That shit should not be having you to where you don't believe in who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. The album is called Bulldog from Kenny Mason. Fire album, one of the better albums that came out this year. And he's young. I think he like 26, 27. He young as fuck. Okay, let's get back to the third verse clip. But this is when I ain't gonna lie. And this is why sometimes I don't put out smaller clips of the live stream. Because it don't be seamless. But in the live experience, y'all be rocking, but like I wouldn't even know what the title of this shit. Kenny is 32. That nigga look 19. He's 32. Kenny Mason is not 32, bro. That nigga he's born in 94. Get the fuck out, bro, get out of here. Kenny Mason looks like a child. Why I search Kenny Mason and a picture of Jid come up? Dang. Kenny Mason in his 30s. I thought that nigga was way younger than that. But hey. Black don't crack, I guess. You never know. Shout out to Toy, man. Thank you though. Black don't crack, that's for sure. I thought he was younger than that. That nigga is 31. But let's get back to this. Okay, so to get us back on track, Dot had to beat Drake because of the stakes. J. Cole's legacy was affected by his activity in the battle. So now we're back up to speed. Let's continue.
No, you good, man. You flowing.
I'm just saying, dog. Like, what the fuck are we? Like, let's be real, nigga. Before this battle, dog, we thought J. Cole was one of the greatest niggas to rap. He was talking about how, do you don't want to battle me, nigga? Da 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 da. And people say, oh, y'all still talking about the battle? Yeah, we talking about the battle because it's been the most important thing. It's probably one of the most significant things that happened in hip hop in my lifetime, besides like some Pac and Biggie shit. That shit happened.
And we still talk about that. We still talk about Jay verse. This is
Jay verse 9.
And this is something that I also like. I be wanting DJ to understand this too. And this is no shade to DJ. As long as we create content, because even though it feels like we're operating like on a constant basis, it's still only been 2 years. Not Like Us came out 2 years ago last month. Like, this battle is not even 5 years old, and niggas is like, it's like, no, bro. People still argue if Jay-Z beat Nas. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. When this 38 Special shit came up, a lot of people was like, bro, you don't want to fuck with Jadakiss. Do you remember what he was doing back in the day when he was battling niggas? It is a monumental touchstone moment in hip hop history. It's not going anywhere because a lot of things were affected. There were a lot of there are infinite ripple effects from the battle. You feel me? So like, it's not going anywhere. We're 2 years post battle. And all three of them niggas made post battle albums in essence. What their content was about in the album, all of them was drastically different. But they all just finished their post battle album cycles. J. Cole is still in his album cycle, and so is Drake. Drake hasn't even started touring. J. Cole is probably a month into his tour. Kendrick already dropped his album and went on tour and descended back into darkness. You feel what I'm saying? So like, the only saving grace with this particular battle is these niggas are probably the oldest of any mainstream battlers post battle. Because if Hove was 26 in 96, because I think Hove was born in 69. I think he said he was born December 4th, 1969. So in 2001, Hove was 32, 31, 32. Blueprint dropped before his 32nd birthday, if I'm correct. Them niggas was 5-6 years younger than Drake and Kendrick when they battled. Biggie and Pac were 10 years younger. So had they have lived, that battle would have had longer legs, but I think it also has even longer legs because they both passed away shortly after. But yeah, this shit not going nowhere, bro. It's not. They have become representatives of they have become avatars for particular methodologies in hip hop. So, bro, we're gonna look up in 7-8 years and we're still gonna be talking about Drake v. Kendrick. Now it won't be as frequent, but it'll be a thing. It'll be a thing. It'll be a thing. It won't be, hey, every month we're gonna talk about it again. It may be every 6 months, every year. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we don't get new stars. And in real life, for sure. But if we don't get new stars, the old stars are going to continue to be prevalent. And that was something I wanted to talk about too. And we'll move into that after we finish this. But like, since they were older and they're still active outside of J. Cole, we probably got another 5 albums from Drake, in all honesty. I don't see Drake retiring anytime soon. We probably, as long as Future raps, Drake will rap. Because Drake has like lowered himself as far as like how he's received. We receive Drake like we receive Future. So as long as it's a few entertaining songs and we understand that he's not taking himself super seriously and not trying to make super impactful music, the fan base will just take what he gives because they understand that there's a relationship in wanting to be a part of the crowd. And people play Drake music where they feel like Drake's music should be played, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like, Drake has become synonymous with social media content creation as well. So like, for people who frequent, like, post a lot of stories and shit on social media and just post a lot of content, they're going to use Drake's music and they use it to soundtrack what they're doing, because Drake's synonymous nature with success makes, when they soundtrack their life to Drake, they're by extension using that to soundtrack their success. So as long as Drake can continue to maintain that, he got at least 3 albums, possibly 5 left. And they don't even have to be great. People will just ignore them. Habibti and Maid of Honor, I don't really see people talking about them. I don't see people talking about Iceman as far as the artist concerned. But yeah, we probably got 2 Kendrick albums left. I think 2 at max. I don't think we get, because right now, as far as Kendrick is concerned, we're approaching his Magna Carta Watch the Throne 444 era. So we may be in his Watch the Throne 444 era, or his Written Testimony 444 era. We quite possibly, every album coming from Kendrick could be his last album. I'll say that. I don't think, like how DJ Head was like, it was going to be a run into 2028. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Like, and I know that it's a lot of Kendrick fans, and especially like Kendrick fans that like became Kendrick fans a part of the battle. Y'all just got to go back and listen to this older shit, because in some essence, it'll be new to you. Hell no. I'm sorry, Poetic Soul. No. 10 albums from Kendrick? No. Nope. Good Kid. If we count Section 80, we got Section 80, Good Kid, T-Pab, Damn, Mr. Morale, Gen X. We got 6. We'll be lucky to get 8. We'll be lucky to get 8. So if Kendrick don't feel like he's able to step up to the plate and create music that he can be proud of, that tells a story he wants to tell at a clip that he wants to tell it, hell no. Absolutely not. I don't think we get 4 more albums from Kendrick. He cares too much about the music. He cares way too much about the music. I don't think, and I think he's very conscientious of his legacy as well. I'm telling y'all, bro. I think because all of the people who have 10 albums or more, they all got at least 3 albums they wish they would have kept in the tuck. They all got at least 3 albums they wish they would have kept in the tuck. I know if Nas could grab what Nostradamus, Distant Relatives, and Nasir, they would never exist. If Hove could grab Kingdom Come, Magna Carta, and shit, maybe Blueprint 3, I think he'll throw them away. And not that they're not good, but think about how much richer their catalogs would be without them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, without them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think if Nas went from Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am, Stillmatic, Godson, Nigga album, Life Is Good, and the last 7. I'm not saying they're bad. My point is, are they as good as his best albums? Volume 1? Okay. I'm just saying, bro. Like, in all actuality, them niggas isn't. If they had the ability to, like, quote unquote clean up their catalog to where I say this, if they had to limit it to 10, that's what I'm saying. If they had to limit it to 10. Yes. If they had to limit the joint to 10. Okay. So let me ask y'all, if you're Nas, and bro, we're never gonna finish this video. But let's pull up Nas's catalog real quick. Let's add a thought. Let's bring it to light. I'm gonna ask y'all. And I need the albums. Okay. I really want to go somewhere else where I can actually view it for real. I want to have them all out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I like this better. Okay. So we're gonna do Nas first. We'll do Nas, then we'll do Jay, and then we'll leave this alone. Finish the video, do the glasses, and we'll get out of here because I gotta go to work in the morning. And I think I gotta go at 6. Okay. So Illmatic. Are we keeping Illmatic? Are we keeping Illmatic? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. I'm voting It Was Written. We're keeping It Was Written. We don't even have to talk about that. Okay. We're keeping It Was Written. Are we keeping I Am? We keeping I Am? Yeah, It Was Written is one of his best albums, if not his best album. Are we keeping I Am though? Yeah, we keep I Am? Okay. Nostradamus. Are we keeping Nostradamus? And mind you, we are not throwing them in the trash. So maybe that's not what I'm saying. So we are trying to condense their catalog to 10 albums. We're putting them on the shelf. We're not throwing them in the trash. We are shelving them. Are we keeping Nostradamus? We got some yeses. We got some no's. This the first one that kind of got some different opinions. We're not keeping Nostradamus. We kind of split on this one. I'm going to take the next 3 votes. Nostradamus is heaven sent, so that's 1 for it. This was Nas, Bad Boy, Shiny. Oh, y'all got the Lord of the Rings shit going on. Miss Hummus, you can't keep answering more than once. I was kind of letting Nostradamus go. I'm not for it. Nigga. Okay, so it's 1-1 to keep and leave it. So I need one more vote. Are we keeping or letting go Nostradamus? I need one more vote. Yes or no? The next vote, we're going to decide if we're going to keep it. I'm asking y'all. I already made my decision. No. Okay, we're not keeping Nostradamus. That's the first one. Stillmatic. Are we keeping Stillmatic? Let it go. Let it go. We keeping Stillmatic? Keep. Yes. Yes. Yes, we're keeping Stillmatic. Yep. Okay, we're moving forward. Yes, okay. Because Stillmatic is one of my favorite Nas albums, and I really got an affinity for God's Son. Are we keeping God's Son? Yay or nay? Are we keeping God's Son? Yes, we keeping God's Son? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. No. Okay, we got 1 no for keeping God's Son, but we got a lot of yes. We got 1 no in a sea of yes. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna let 2 more votes come in just to yes. Yes. Okay. So the only one we've let go so far is Nostradamus. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Streets Disciple. Are we keeping Streets Disciple? I forgot about this one. That might not be a good thing, but I forgot about this one. You want to keep the whole album for 1 song? No, I fuck with God's Son. I'm telling you. So we're not keeping Streets Disciple. Okay. It ain't really a lot of yeses in support for Streets Disciple. We would need a flood of yeses to keep it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hip hop is dead. We have kept everything. Okay, so let me keep a list. We've kept Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am, Stillmatic, and Godson. So we have 4 keeps so far. So we're going into Hip Hop is Dead. We got 4 keeps. Hip Hop is Dead. Are we keeping Hip Hop is Dead? That's 4 straight goals. We're not keeping hip hop is dead. It's 4-1. Nah, it was cool, but not a keeper. Okay. It's 5-2, 6-2. It's 9-10-5, 10-6. Shout out to Couch Potatoes. So 6 spots left. Choose wisely, people. We can revisit. Oh shit. Okay. So we letting go of hip hop is dead. Okay. The nigga tape was never officially released. Untitled. We got 4 in the hand. Untitled. And I like Untitled. But I don't know if I'm keeping it though. Yeah, the nigga tape is crazy for sure. Untitled go from jump. Like go into the 5 or go into the trash or go on the shelf. Okay, so we got Fire, yes. I'm torn on this one. Sly Fox, yes. I'm kind of 6-7 on that one. No, we're not keeping it. Yes, we keeping it. First song on that album. Come on, y'all. What's up? Let me know something. Next 3, we're going to decide. Next 3 votes to decide where we're going. Because this one kind of close. We are voting on Untitled. Sly Fox is fire, though, but are we keeping the album? Are we keeping the album? No, no, yes. No. No. Okay, moving forward. Distant relatives. This was one of the ones I voted not to keep. We got 3 no's, 2 yeses, 3 no's, 4 yeses, 5 yeses. So we're on a race to 10. Keep coming in with the votes. We're on a race to 10 votes either way. So we got 7 yeses, 8 yeses. Miss Hummus, you're cheating again. You are cheating again, Miss Hummus. I think it's 8 yeses to 4 no's. Hey, I gotta tell Miss Hummus stop cheating, man. She trying to sway the vote. 9 yeses. 9 yeses. 9 yeses to 5 no's. Yeah, Miss Hummus going to YouTube jail for election fraud. Miss Hummus is going to YouTube jail for election fraud. I'm gonna kind of just count this one because they know it's not any people saying that they're gonna throw it away. So, okay. I was just waiting on the last one. Life is good. I don't care what y'all say. It's staying. Life is good. It's staying. I don't care what y'all say. This one's not even up for debate. It's not. I think this is one of Nas's probably top 5 albums, in my opinion. Life is Good. We gonna keep going. Life is Good is staying. Nasir's not making the list. Cherry Wine with Amy Winehouse is fire. Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. Locomotion, fire. Fire. Accident Murderer. Bro. Nasir's out of here. Nasir is the fuck out of here. Daughter to my sons with daughters. Yeah. Yeah. Kanye West fucked up this song. I mean, fucked up this album. The way he made those beats and it slowed down the tempo of Nas rapping, disgusting work. I thought Nas was washed when this album came out. I ain't gonna hold you. It's one decent song on this whole album, and it's Adam and Eve. The rest of them songs, it sound like he's struggling to rap that slow. We'll skip Lost Tapes. Now here we go into the 2020s. We have so far, to recap, we have Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am, Stillmatic, Godson, Distant Relatives, number 6. Life is Good, number 7. We got 3 albums left. So now we're going into the 2020s. King's Disease 1. King's Disease 1. And I'm going to start pulling them up. Blue Benz, Car 85 with Charlie Wilson, Ultra Black, 27 Summers, Replace Me, Big Sean, Don Toliver, To the Wars 1, Lil Durk, All Bad featuring Anderson .Paak, The Definition featuring Brucey B, Full Circle, AZ, Cormega, The Firm, Foxy Brown, 10 Points, The Cure, Spicy. I hate this song. I hate Spicy. That song should not have made this project. But Nas won a Grammy off this album. Y'all fucked up putting so much on the first half of his career. Oh my God, he got 7 albums on his back end, bro. And a lot of them are fire. Y'all finna shit on the back end of Nas's career. So let me go back through it. Let me see. Shout out to Great Enigma. If you thought that, I can imagine the number of people who thought the same thing, Skip, including his friendly rival, Jay. Oh, I know Jay-Z heard Nasir and was like, ah. And then, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I know niggas was like, fuck. And then I remember the release night of Nasir. They was up under the bridge and they was playing Adam and Eve. Oh my God, they speaking venomous on the ball. Oh my God, they want the enemy, and I'm sure. Oh my God, the enemy because I'm pure. Oh my man, that song was so fire, bro. But that album was dookie water, bro. Let's see. So these are the votes for King's Disease. Yes, yes. Keep yes, yes. So we 6 yes, 5 yeses. It's not my favorite of the series. Sorry, Magic 1. Nostalgia is strong. Nasir album was so disappointing. So we got 5 yeses and 1 no for King's Disease. Hip Hop is Dead is better than King's Disease 1. I ain't gonna lie, King's Disease 1 was not my favorite version of King's Disease. It was not my favorite version. But it was still a good album. We need to get close. We need to get to 10. King's Disease is not better than King's Disease 2 or 3. You can see the disappointment on Nas' face hearing Nas for the first time. Yeah. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he went back in and put new beats, like Nas rapped his verses to different beats, if I'm not mistaken. I can't exactly remember, but if I'm not mistaken, Kanye went behind Nas and redid them beats. He ruined that album on purpose. Come on, y'all. Come on. I need y'all to wake back up. We almost done. We got 7 albums left. Y'all brought me here. Y'all got to help me get through the end. We won't do Jay-Z. We won't do Jay-Z. We'll do the glasses and we'll get up out of here, because what time is it? It's 9:40, so it's almost 11 where some of y'all at. Sabotage. Is that the name of that song? You talking about a song with or are you talking about All Bad? One more vote. Yay or nay? Oh, you at work till 7. Shit, I can't do it all night. I got to be to work at 7. Well, I really need to be to work at 6. So I need to iron clothes and everything. No? Okay. Oh, no. We're voting for King's Disease, not we already let go of Nasir. We're voting for King's Disease. Yeah, make them pay tripping. We ain't finna do all that now. I gotta go to bed. Let's see. So we're gonna leave King's Disease. We're gonna put it back on the shelf. King's Disease 2. The Pressure. Oh my God. Death Row East. 40 Side. EPMD 2. Rare. You Know the Vibe. Store Runs. Moments. Nobody. No Phony Love. Brunch on Sundays. Count Me In. Composure. My Bible. Nas Is Good. This album is fire. King's Disease 2 is fire. King's Disease 2 is fire. The only song I don't really care for is You Know the Vibes, but I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to bring the young niggas New York back. King's Disease 2 is fire. I damn near got this whole album in my 2020 Nas playlist. This album is fucking fire. Nas is good. He was in a special bag on this one. The first 3 songs, bro, The Pressure, Death Row East, and 40 Side. Because if I'm not mistaken, is 40 Side the one I'm in the studio late, dun, 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 dun. Is that this song? I mean, is that this album? Let me see. Give me 1 second. Because if that's the case, bro, Nas was whooping ass. King's Disease 2. Give me 40 Side. Yeah, that was good. That's a different beat. I think is that the intro to Magic? I don't know. But anyway, I think we're keeping the King's Disease 2. So now look. Are we gonna keep Magic? Are we gonna keep KD1 or KD2? Are we keeping KD1 or KD2? Because this will be the 8th album. Are we keeping KD1 or KD2? We keeping KD2? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh my God. We're going into the next one. Give me the keys, give me the G's, rubber that dough back. Top 3, not number 1. How could you post that? I'm not the one to go at you. Fuck around and be Joe Black, nigga. What, bro? We not playing with Nas, bro. Come on with it. Like y'all niggas was sleeping on this back end of his career, bro. Magic 1? Are you fucking serious? Are y'all fucking serious?
Niggas, they wanna be us. Thugs in the same regions. Only thing undefeated is time. The second is the internet. Number
3 is this rhyme.
for security, my dog had to sneak in the night. God must be on my side.
And let's just take a nice little scroll. Like we're gonna play like 2 or 3 seconds from each song on Magic. This is not promotion to accept this album. Cause I wish y'all niggas would say this album not gonna make it. Hold on, wait. Let me go back. I tripped. Y'all niggas is playing. What the fuck, man? This nigga was in his bag on this album.
Shit, the hood know you pussy, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that slow.
Okay, next song.
It's ugly outside, Big L will be here if it wasn't. Hella freeze over the day it doesn't get ugly out. How can we hug it out after we slug it out?
This the song I was talking about when I said 40 side. I meant 4016 building. Bro. Can I be honest? Can I be honest with y'all real quick? Cause we're keeping Magic 1. I don't care what y'all say. We're letting go King's Disease 1. King's Disease 1 is off. So we got KD 2 and Magic 1. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I be honest? Let me know if I can be honest in the chat. Give me some Y's if I can be honest. Give me some N's if I can't be honest. And hit the like button. I don't know where we at likewise, but hit the like button. We already, I think we crushed the goal. So shout out to everybody who's contributed. But hit that like button. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I remember the day I heard Magic 1. It was December 31st of the year released. No, it was December 24th. It was the day before Christmas. I hadn't felt the way I felt listening to Magic 1 since I heard Illmatic for the first time. As far as listening to a Nas album. I don't know if it's the way the album is constructed, with it being 9 songs, every single last one of them being fire, the production being insane, but I had not felt the way that I felt cleaning my son's bathroom on December 24th about anything that has come from Nas other than Illmatic the first time I heard Magic. Right? To this day, this is a classic Nas album. If there was anything that he's constructed as far as the way an album was built that is anywhere close to his best work, is this album. And I think how my older counterparts felt when they heard Illmatic for the first time. This album is perfect to me. There's not one song you can skip on this album. All of the beats went stupid. Nas he had caught his vibe by this point in time. And to think, he was doing this while making King's Disease 3. And King's Disease 3 is probably the best King's Disease of the group. Magic has to make the list. If not hip hop, we fail hip hop if this one does not make the list. So we have 9 albums. So now we have KD3, Magic 2, Magic 3, and Light Years. And we only can pick one. We only can pick one. We only can pick one. Okay. King's Disease 3. Let's get it done. Okay, so let me do this so y'all can see the track list. Ghetto Reporter. Let's see what's going on. This the one with Michael and Quincy. Jesus Christ. Thun, Michael and Quincy. Once a man, twice a child. What's good with a recount? Bro, that's what I'm saying. I told y'all niggas, man. Okay. So now do y'all at least understand why me personally would be like, it's a reason why I wouldn't just be like so quick to like include distant relatives into the top 10. It's not that it's bad. It's just like, bro, like this nigga dropped 6, 7 legit smokers in a 4-year span, 5-year span. And they all just building on top of each other. But okay, so we got. So are we keeping KD2, KD3, and Magic? Is that it? Or are we gonna see what we doing with Magic 2 and 3? Damn. Magic 2, let's see. What's Magic 2? The one that's the fatal. Bokeem Woodbine. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Magic 2 was the more modernized version. I think this one was more Hit Boy influenced. Magic 2 better than KD2 by far. KD2, Magic, KD3 fights over. I ain't mad at that because I think my opinion in the Magic series, 1 was the best. It was 1, 2, 3. And then in the King's Disease series, in my opinion, it was 3, 2, 1. So I think 3 was the best in the KD series, and Magic 1 was the best in the Magic series. I'm weak. Bakugan said this was a suicide mission from the jump. Hey, that's why I wanted y'all to see. I want y'all to welcome to the mind of a maniac. I wanted y'all to see. Cause this shit just ain't as, you know what I'm saying? It ain't as easy as it was like, nah, that's definitely gonna make it. All right. Let's go to Magic 3. Let's go to Magic 3. It's tough with a great artist, exactly. And they put out so much music. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick's not gonna do this. You feel what I'm saying? So like, we should be happy to say we have 8 studio albums from Kendrick Lamar. That's probably all that I think that's the most we're gonna get. We're gonna get 8 albums at maximum, counting Section 80. Skip got us out here looking like Crash Dummies trying to trim off the fat of Nas' discography. I told you. I told you. This shit is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Based on True Events 1 and 2 is crazy. Yep. I like all of those albums. I like Light Years too. I just don't think Premier should have came harder than that after seeing what he just did with Hit Boy for 6 albums straight. You trying to put together an album, ain't no way you put on Magic 1 or KD2 and you felt like Light Years production wise met the standard. Kendrick got a vault that he won't release. So did Prince. Because it could be a good song, but is it a part of the story that he's wanting to tell that's, true to his essence in that stage in his life? That'd be the biggest thing for real. But yeah, I told you that shit was difficult. That was a difficult thought exercise. We still didn't get through this video. Let me see. Let me storm through this, and then we're gonna play the glasses. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna go. Like I said, I gotta go to work. Okay, let's finish this real quick. No stops.
When people hit me with that, y'all still talking about that, I don't think they understand. I don't think they have a close enough visceral connection to hip hop history to understand what a seismic event is. I think that's okay. I don't get mad. I have no problem explaining to people that when it comes to this, I'm talking about the youngest member of Gen Alpha, the youngest member of whatever generation they interacted with this battle. At best, they will run across moments like this. 1, 2, maybe at most. I can't even see 3. Probably 2 more times in their life will they ever see something like this.
Dog, this shit is huge. And if y'all don't understand the amount of pressure, I'm going to be real. I couldn't do it. When I was an artist, being on Shady Aftermath, sitting in them rooms trying to come up with hit records, and I was falling short, I can tell y'all, that shit is hard to fucking do. To make a song that all y'all gonna like, that everybody's gonna say that's the shit, man, that shit is tough.
And Kendrick did a fucking, I'm gonna have to rename the fucking live stream. Let me see if I can edit it now. Or will I? Yeah, I'm gonna take off this hip hop versus AI. We didn't even get to that. I'll save that for another stream. Yeah, okay, it ain't gonna let me edit it live. Okay, it's cool. Oh no, let me take it off. Okay, but yeah, man. Let's get to it. Where's the glasses clip? At least we know we got shit to talk about next stream. It's always something to talk about when I over indulge in these clips like this. Okay, so this is a clip from the Fall Off tour, and as you can see, sold out arena. I wanted to bring this I wanted to bring attention to this, like we were having a conversation earlier when Stat was talking about. We were having a conversation about the internet effect on J. Cole. This is real life. Not to say the internet does not have real world implications, because it truly does. And we saw it in his album and his mixtape and his actions afterwards. So I think both things can coexist. But yes, sold out show. And I think this is the Brooklyn show. And he has two, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said he got 5 shows in Brooklyn or 5 shows in New York.
Good night, y'all.
That's one of them Vince Carter songs that just ain't doing it for me. But that the cultural impact of a song like Love Yours, can't deny it. Can't deny it. I got the video that looked just like this. He did 2 nights in Philly. And I think that's probably where all of the shows gonna come from. I think he's gonna do multiple nights, like semi-residencies in big markets. I could be wrong because I didn't see it. I mean, I haven't looked at the tour schedule. Shout out to Low Key Finds. Yeah, I saw clips from Deontay Kyle from Grits and Eggs getting his absolute ever-loving life at the J. Cole concert. He was singing his heart out. He enjoyed the follow-up too. Yeah, I saw that when he was singing what's the name of that song? Hit the Gas? The song they like, the skate sexy drill record. I can't remember the name of it, but that. I think it's Hit the Gas. But yeah, let me find this glasses clip real quick. Then we gonna bounce. Okay, here we go. Is it true J. Cole kept crying at his last song for every tour stop? I think he was getting emotional. I'm not sure he's crying at every one of them. I think that'll be insanely performative. But I also can understand that shit too. I don't think he'll cry 73 times. But I can see him crying early on because he's realizing, at least at some level, this is one of his last tours. Because if he don't drop an album, he'll come back in tour, but it'll be like more as a legacy act and not with new material. So this is like the end of something. This is the end of something for J. Cole. I get it. I remember when we had a podcast before we did Decipher. And I remember when I decided to stop. Even though we still had 95, we were gonna do 95. This is behind the scenes. This is where the initial road to 100 moniker came from. We had did 94 episodes and we had stopped the recording because it was 6 people. It's a lot of moving parts. I think when we first started, when we did episode 1, we were pregnant with my son, and we did our first episode January 1st of 2019. My son was born March 27, 2019. So we took a 2-month break to get used to being parents, and then we started back. And in the next year and a half, we did 90 episodes in the next year and a half. We got to a point where we were doing 2 episodes a week, yada, 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 you know, making impact in the city and all of this stuff. And they were audio, so I didn't know anything about YouTube for real. So we weren't even really fucking with YouTube at that point. But speed run to episode 94, I was like, okay, I bought cameras. I want to take it to the next level. But we're going to stop. No, we started recording episode 91. Episode 94, I was like, okay, are we going to take the next step or are we wasting each other's time? So I was like, let's link up and see if we can continue to move this forward. And episode 95 through episode 100 was called The Road to 100, because in my opinion, it was like, okay, if we succeed with the road to 100, if we do this well, if we get the episodes out on time, if we come together, if we can record, if we take it serious, then 100 will signify like a commitment to doing the first 100, but also to show that we can move forward, right? We struggled to get to 100. So we just made 100 an attempt at a live show at one of my partner's house. Everybody got drunk, bombed the show, closed it out. However, before we shot episode 95, I was already grieving the end of the show because I had in my mind, I already knew what was going to happen, but I was still hopeful, right? So in that moment, you still have more to do, but you're also looking at every step you take forward towards you're getting closer and closer to it being over. So while you appreciate it, you can still mourn it in real time. So I understand. I said all that to say I understand if J. Cole is crying, doing especially a song like Quick Stop, I definitely understand that. Because like if you go back to our reaction to the fall off, that was probably the most positive, emotionally charged reaction that I had the entire listening experience as far as positivity goes. Because that was the like raw emotion that was what I wanted. It's like, my nigga, like, but anyway, hold on, but yeah, as far as the crying shit, I understand. When you've done something for so long and you get to a point where it's over, even though it's not over yet, fuck you up. What's good? What's good, Steve? But yeah, let's play this. I was watching this shit earlier today. It was weak. It's talking greasing.
We have 700 to 1,000 viewers in here because it's not about Drake. I could kick Cuz back in. You want me to?
That's crazy.
You want me to put 1,000 people in here?
That's crazy. For him. He
You
needs
want me
the
to put
numbers.
1,000 people in here for him?
What kind of statement is that?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what kind of...
Like, what is the statement
I
saying?
don't
You want
get
me
it.
to go? I got some things in my mind, Cuz, that I didn't talk about.
He wants to hear about Drake.
Yeah.
He
think,
does.
Is that the way he trying to get?
Yeah, is that the
niggas
way
You want
he
me to
wants to
start
hear?
kicking Cuz back in right now?
Like, what is... Why don't
Like,
we?
I don't think y'all understand this. Cuz don't like when I kick his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. See, he can spend that money and fuck with YG Life. He can spend that money and fuck with YG Life. Let me tell you what his mark ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign, cuz, to try to fuck with this boy Life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle. He started playing me like that because I swear to God, that little shit will get shot up and all that shit. I'll make his life horrible. All that shit he living in out here, cuz, that shit'll get burnt up. See, the difference is, cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real power, cuz, is when it's actually real, when niggas will do it for you just for the measure.
That part.
You don't want me to start kicking Cuz back in. You want me to start announcing to the world exactly what type of hoe ass shit he doing. See, here y'all be fans of Cuz, and y'all want me to go. I'm not really tripping about. It's not an important topic, Cuz. You wanted to do it. This ain't no conspiracy. This is a fact. And you wouldn't care it's a fact or not because you can't get Cuz dick from out your fucking tonsil. I know Cuz. You don't know Cuz. You a fucking fan. And you not listening to me Cuz because you so busy thinking you gotta like Cuz music. You don't want me kicking his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. I don't get emotional when I'm talking to Buddy. I get emotional when I'm talking to you. The fact that you want me to kick Cuz back in. I have avoided talking about this shit because I'm like, you know what, Cuz? I knew how much y'all look up to Cuz and y'all like niggas that got pissed on and all this old punk ass shit y'all like. But I could turn this motherfucker up in my sleep. And I'm not the rest of these niggas, Cuz, and ain't nothing he could do about it. I'm not, and he'll tell you I'm not the rest of these niggas. It ain't nothing he could do about it. You start playing them games with me because I'm not none of them niggas. I'm on all the bullshit. So you don't want me to start talking about Cuz. It was hell when I was talking about Cuz.
This ain't what I was looking for. I thought that was what I was looking for, and it's not. I was looking for the part about what he said about YG. Hold on.
Be living in out here, Cuz, that shit'll get burnt up. See the difference? You start playing me like that, Cuz I swear to God, that little shit'll get shot up and all that shit. I'll make his life horrible. All that shit he living in out here, Cuz, that shit'll get burnt up. See the difference is, Cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real power, Cuz, is when it's actually real, when niggas will do it for you just for the measure.
I'm weak. Okay, hold on. Let me take this down because you never know. Okay. And this is per hot new hip hop. Let me see if it's a video clip. Okay, here we go.
That's crazy. For him. He
You
needs
put
the numbers.
1,000 people in here for him?
What kind of statement is that?
That's what I'm
What's
trying
that
to say.
statement
Like, what kind
prove?
of
Like, what is
Okay.
Type of hoe ass shit he doing. See, y'all be fans of Cuz, and y'all want me to go. I'm not really tripping about. It's not an important topic, Cuz. Get Cuz dick from out your fucking time. I gotta like Cuz music. You don't want me kicking his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. I don't get emotional when I'm talking to Buddy. I get emotional when I'm talking to you. The fact that you want me to kick Cuz back in. I have avoided talking about this shit because I'm like, you know what, Cuz?
Did I miss it?
way he trying to get?
Yeah, is that the
niggas
way
Want
he
me to
wants
start
hear?
kicking Cuz back in right now?
Like, what is? Why don't?
Like, I don't think y'all understand this. Cuz don't like when I kick his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. See, he can spend that money and fuck with YG Life.
Okay, here we go.
He can spend that money and fuck with YG Life. Let me tell you what his mark ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign Cuz to try to fuck with this boy Life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle. He start playing me like that because I swear to God, that little shit'll get shot up and all that shit. I'll make his life horrible. All that shit he living in out here, Cuz, that shit'll get burnt up. See the difference is, Cuz, it's like real power.
Yeah, I mean, I got past it. I don't know how I missed that because I remember him saying it when I was watching it, but somehow I got past it when damn, I got my Philly going on. What the fuck, good? Fuck going on, good? I need to get my beard trimmed. But anyway, but yeah, in reference to the YG part, and if Drake is really exactly young boy, gotta show some respect for the young boy. But yeah, man, like as far as the YG aspect of if Drake really out here playing like that, like over some petty shit, Like he's really taking it to a level where it don't need to go, because this type of shit can extend beyond anything that rap can fix. You know what I mean? If it's gonna get to the point where he's playing like this, Drake is gonna create situations for himself where he's not going to be safe in given areas. And it may not be enough security in the world to keep him safe. So I just hope that this is like conjecture and not actually factual. But this ain't even funny. Like, y'all know sometimes when shit gets serious, like I laugh and make jokes, but like this shit ain't funny. Like, I don't know. I can't speak to the innocence or lack thereof of YG, so I'm not gonna play with that part of the conversation. I would hope that Draco's killers would be brought to justice, but to sit here and act like I know what happened or have any idea about what took place, I'm not gonna speak on that. But even in the universe where it's possible that YG was involved, Drake using animus from a battle to push narratives to get YG locked up for that, when Drake had absolutely nothing to do with it, and his only reason for doing it is because he's mad at the West Coast. Crazy as fuck. Crazy as fuck. Like I get it, Miss Hummus, but for me, I can't speak on it with a level of confirmation because I ain't as close to it as Glasses. But I'm not sitting here calling Glasses a liar or nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just speaking like basically speaking as I'm using my borrowed journalistic integrity. I have to speak on it as if it's alleged or something that I can't prove because I haven't. So I will always refer to the source, for gauging validity, but I can't speak to the validity or lack thereof. But like if these circumstances are true, Drake is playing like he's not even playing with fire no more. He's dancing in it. He's dancing in it. Like you just like at this point you're not hoping to get burned. Like I mean you're not playing with a chance of getting burned. It's a matter of time. If this is what you're doing. And if Glasses is saying that bro got residences out west, like, bro, just stop playing with these people, bro. Just stop playing with these people, especially games like this. Like, you're not from where they from. You clearly don't understand what they understand. You don't internalize what's going on the way that they do. You gotta stop playing with these niggas, bro. This is not fun time. Like, Drake really, like, the more and more this shit go, he really act like one of these kids. Like when I see them kids pulling up at quote unquote Kendrick's house, which I also can't confirm to be true or not, but like just that whole energy, it's just like they just be playing. Like, stop fucking playing. These are not games, bro. These are not games. You cannot play at this level and to this extent. Like, what do you do in the eventuality that somebody is able to get close to you? This is not fun and games. You cannot do this type of shit, bro. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna push the button in the media circles. That'll teach him a lesson. Maybe a few decades behind bars or teach a nigga not to play with me. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Because if you playing like that and you force one of these dudes to have to go sit down, like it's war at that time. It becomes war. If you put, if in any way them niggas think that you're responsible for an action that could in another universe put somebody that they fuck with behind bars for an extended period of time, you have engaged in an act of war. Like, these, like, bro, the gangbanger niggas that's Glass's age, even just not from California, like the gang banging niggas that's like if they're still committed to gang banging at that age, they're not fucking around. They're not fucking around. These the niggas that be like, bro, I don't give a fuck about jail, nigga. I don't give a fuck about going to jail, nigga. All my partners in there anyway. I done been in and out of jail the last 20 years. I don't give a fuck. Just like G said, niggas will catch hats off principle at that level. Drake need to stop playing. Shout out to 72 Paths. It's the people around that rap Karen that could be trouble, like Party Next Door. Yeah, man, like, and that's the thing too. Like, we can't get you. We get niggas that's close to you. Everybody ain't got a steel fortress of protection like you. Catch one of them niggas somewhere and beat the shit out their ass. Shout out to Habitual Line Stuff, but does it make any sense now why Kendrick is extremely quiet? I mean, it's been on brand for him his entire career. We'll probably post to T-Pab, but definitely post Damn. But I can see why. If this nigga is just like waiting around to do weird shit like this, like playing police games and shit, and it's like, it ain't like a nigga gonna be like, oh yeah, I was a criminal, so Drake play the game and I end up having to sit down for some shit I did. It's cool. Nigga, what? Just because a nigga's a criminal, and I'm not saying that YG's a criminal, but I'm saying just because a nigga's a criminal don't mean he gonna accept you getting him put in jail, or you getting him shot at, or you getting him shot, or you even getting a nigga in a fade. Like, bro, like this shit not cool, bro. Like, and like what Drake also doesn't realize is, unless he got the what they call it, the Golden Company, the army from Game of Thrones that had the big ass army of sales swords, was the Golden Company. Yeah, the most famous, powerful, and expensive mercenary army in Essos. If he don't have the Golden Company behind him, it's niggas willing to sacrifice life and limb for shit like this. This nigga is playing crazy games, bro. Hold on. What Keisha at? Shout out to Key. She said, YG put out a red alert. Let's see. Red alert, B team tap in. And if this is I ain't gonna lie, if this is the case and This is the movements that niggas is making, bro. I don't want no part of this shit. Because niggas is playing weird games now. Shout out to Moni. She said, Karen Civil, marketing advisor to some of the best rappers in hip hop, reacts to the allegations that Drake is helping fund the Draco the Ruler murder campaign against YG. Oh, and she did come back and clarify what turn this up mean, if I'm not mistaken. It was something about independence and paid marketing. She said, no, this is not a confirmation. Turn this up equals let me listen to formulate my own opinion. After listening, there's a bigger conversation that should be had that doesn't involve Drake. How does the indie artist exist in a so-called paid media hip hop space? And it's like the Drake fandom is so like disconnected from like street shit, at least on Twitter and social media spaces, that they won't even attempt to respect the gravity of what could possibly be going on. They think shit sweet, bro. They really think like, because a lot of them niggas also watch Chud the Builder. A lot of them niggas also watch Chud the Builder. Shout out to Couch Potatoes. He said, West Side politics move different, y'all. Niggas need to recognize that the shit they be on ain't what the West be on. Exactly. Like I said, like I ain't nowhere near the foremost expert on gang politics, but I can tell that these niggas are serious. These niggas is serious, bro. And like I'm saying, like, I don't think, like, YG wouldn't call the troops on social media while actively being investigated or being a person of interest in a murder case. He wouldn't do that. However, Drake got to cut it out. This is not a video game. That's what I'm saying. I like to say this is not a video game. This is not something that Drake can press the right button figuratively or literally and change the scenario. This is not something where he can do little catty shit or participate in catty shit and like not have to speak up to in some instances, the cataclysmic shockwaves of what, cataclysmic shockwaves result wise of what he's doing. So if he plays the game on this level, if, like I say, if this is true, and he plays the game on this level and it has any level of effect, it can be traced back. We're in a completely different ball game. We are in a completely different ball game if that happens. And at that point, it's on us as content creators, audience, everything, to like firmly stand against that shit. Because at that point, nothing positive comes from that. Nothing positive comes from that. Because like what G said, and I ain't gonna repeat it, but like if that's the tone he on from what he is in, of what he's privy to, imagine the person being potentially affected by it. You feel what I'm saying? So, nah, bro. Like, if you want niggas collectively to unite against you, this is how you do it. This is how you fucking do it. This nigga really finna, like, on some real shit. If he playing these type of games, Cause he been fucking with the West on some little slick shit for a while. And I don't want it to turn into that. I don't want the nigga to like be pulling up at the clipboard and shit anywhere, particularly on the West Coast. And niggas that work for the airline reporting his whereabouts. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not difficult, bro. It's not difficult. If you work on the quote unquote flight line or if you work anywhere, like especially like in those type of public service jobs where you can like, you're privy to transportation and you can keep tabs on niggas, like, you're like, all right, cuz just landed. You don't have to know where he came from. You don't have to know what time he going back. You just be like, hey, cuz, like, I'm working American Airlines and we can see that the nigga finna land. The nigga should be down in 30 minutes. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I used to work for the airport like 15 years ago. Damn, it's been that long. 13 years ago. 2013. You can see all of the planes landing, bro. You don't even have to be connected to nothing for real. You outside transporting luggage. You seeing when all the planes hitting the ground. Private or otherwise. Commercial or otherwise. The fucking UPS planes, the FedEx planes. We used to see all of that shit hit the ground. We used to see them take off. We see them getting loaded. And they thousands of feet away. But it's so vast and so many lights you can see it. So like, if you want to get tracked and you want to play games like this, it's not hard. And DJ Head said, per 72 Pals, he did say that they got homies that work for TSA. That means they're extremely connected to the inner workings of the airport. It don't take number one misdirection in the airport. Hey, come step with us this way. And of course, they won't do it there. They say they transporting the luggage off the plane to the secured little shit for you to pick up your luggage. They drop an air tag in your shit. They know where you at. They know where you at. They know where you at, man. It's just like, don't play them type of games with niggas who don't mind putting a full spiral on their life and throwing it away. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying, bro, like, I'm in my little nook 12, 14 states away. I have no connection to anything. I'm just speaking in general. You realize how easy it is to do some of these things because sometimes all you're asked to do in these situations is one tiny thing. One tiny thing. That's it. Niggas better stop playing. That's all I'm saying. Niggas better stop playing unless you ready, unless you want to play these type of games, unless you want to play for keeps. Stop playing unless for keeps is the game you partaking in. Because if not, anything else gonna leave you looking stupid as fuck. And if your legacy in the music industry is true, niggas peeing on you, niggas slapping you up, niggas bitching you out, all this other shit, if all of that stuff has already happened, at your height, you were accessible. At your most famous, you were accessible to where niggas could blatantly and openly disrespect you. And now you finna go on a fucking tour where they're going to know where you are. 3, 4, 5 days a week, niggas are going to know where you are. Stop playing with niggas, bro. That's all I have. I just want to leave it there. Just stop playing with niggas, bro. if Drake, if I can tell you anything, if you playing this game, stop. Stop. Ain't no prize for this one. But that's the thing, like, I don't want nothing to happen. I could understand that he needs the beats put on him, but if they get him and are able to put the beats on him, man, you know how many times shit like that get out of hand? And the nigga who like the fourth person in the jump couldn't get no licks in at the beginning, so they trying to overcompensate and do something stupid. Stomp a nigga in the temple or something. Kick a nigga in the nose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't take much, bro. It don't take much. I done seen one-on-ones turn to a nigga getting slipped, and the dude that one just start kicking him in the face. Like, so imagine the 12-on-4. And man, look, all right, I'm finna dip, man. I was just thinking about that, the Hell's Angel shit, when they ran down on Ross and them. I was just thinking about that. But yeah, do y'all have any questions before we leave? Not concerning G, YG, Drake, or any of that. Anything else? Exactly. Let's hope common sense prevails. Yeah, I hope this blows over. And I hope niggas stop playing. Any questions before I go? I feel that couch potatoes for sure. I feel it. Now look at you, Great Enigma. You go straight to the other street shit. I'm gonna talk about that next live stream. But that was something that Schoolboy Q was talking about. Stop inviting yourself. Stop inviting yourself for the bullshit. Nigga, yes, nigga, I gotta go to sleep. It's 10:40. I was supposed to be off stream like an hour ago. But the final album count, it was I'm gonna start from the end. It was Magic 1, KD 3, KD 2, Life is Good. Hold on, wait. KD 3, KD 2, Life is Good. Magic, that's 4. I think y'all voted in Distant Relatives. Godson, Stillmatic, in his first 3 albums. That was the 10. The first 3 albums, Stillmatic, Godson, Distant Relatives, Life is Good, KD 2, KD 3, Magic 1. It's a hell of a 10, man. It's a hell of a 10. I'm glad we can, I'm able to sneak in and have these hip hop conversations every now and then. Try to get in one, at least one a stream. So we can break up the just doing the current events. So y'all can say we pulled up on Skip and we talked about some hip hop in between the bullshit, or just the like I said, the current events. But nah, I'm finna go. I appreciate y'all. Let me see if there was any questions. Nope, that's it. I'm gonna do a reaction to the new Rayvon. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Somebody can screenshot it or or something. But let's see. Top 10 Nas albums. Illmatic. It was written. Fuck, my fault. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another Decipher live stream. If you do want those Nas albums, I did put them in there. Hit that like button on the way out if you haven't. And until next time, hip hop lives here. Peace, y'all. Have a good week.